Finding those levels, too. Look at that four-punch combination.
It's a masterclass right now from Shakur Stevenson. That's what you're seeing. A masterclass. And Shakur meets him with straight left hand.
Oh, and there's a knockdown scored with the left hand.
Do you foresee yourself being in, let's say, more thrilling fights as you get older?
Basically what you're saying is Floyd. Get beat up and get some black eyes, then get your hand raised.
No.
Stoop to everybody else. Stoop to everybody else's level and be stupid.
When you get older, I'm saying. When you get older. Do you think
there's nothing cool about taking punishment, getting beat up, getting bloody lips, and getting a check. The coolest thing I can do, I can dominate you, shut you out, and make crazy money, and go home and live with my family in a very, very comfortable and happy way. That's how I like to do it.
Lifting weights and being strong doesn't win fights. Having great timing and being a very, very smart and intelligent fighter wins fights. I mean, I've been in there before with guys that was a lot bigger and probably hit a lot harder and a lot stronger. But Floyd Mayweather always has the remedy.
Okay. Well, 37 opponents had a heart, and all of them came up short.
Speed kills, I guess, right? Watching you in person is a lot faster than on TV, man. How important is speed?
Well, it's not about speed. It's about smarts. It's about smarts, and it's about not getting hit that much.
Baldamir's a big guy. What are you going to do to offset the size difference?
It's not by size. Skills pays the bills at the end of the day. It's about being smart, and the smarter fighter is going to win. Most guys I don't beat them with speed and power. I beat them with smarts. I'll think about it. It's more up here than here.
Bring the truth or tell on your ass what you're doing or what you're not doing every single time. You can lie, you can bullshit and all that, but when that bell ring, if you ain't put that work in, it's gonna show, bro. It's gonna show. Not to mention y'all in a sport that can cost you your life. Literally, you can die in this shit. So if that's the case, man, if you're gonna do this, don't bullshit with it. If you don't really want it, say to yourself, keep it real with yourself. I really don't want this shit. I can't put the work in that it requires. Walk away. Ain't nobody mad at you. Go out there, you're young enough, you go get educated, get a skill, do something, man. But don't play with this, man. You can get killed in this shit.
You want honesty?
His channel. It throws real punches.
Just Do Boxing gives you skills, heart, and culture.
Straight up.
I catch every drop on my lunch break. Can't miss it.
What up? What's good? What's going on with the family? How y'all feeling today on this hot Thursday? We back to build on this boxing. Y'all know how we do, man. We're going to talk about something that I already told y'all I was hearing about that could be a potential move for the businessman. But he going to have to play the long game if this the route that he going, man. I believe Tim Bradley was on one of his live streams. I think it was the last live stream he did. We're going to play some of it. He had speculated about Keyshawn Davis possibly going to ZUFFA. You know, now you're hearing these talks about him trying to stall his contract out on Top Rank and get over to that bag. That's something that I heard a couple weeks back. But, you know, it's rough confirming certain news in boxing. So you kind of got to wait and see. But it's a play that I definitely could see happening. Think about it. Shakur started off on Top Rank. I think he went as far as they was willing to honestly push him. And he moved on to other things. I think Keyshawn Davis, with some of the mistakes that he made, self-inflicted, of course, he could be looking to make another move too. Maybe looking to make a fresh start, similar to how he did with B&B. You know, he left B&B, but it wasn't beef, right? He just went to start his own thing. Maybe he needed a fresh start because he felt like he made some mistakes. Same thing with Top Rank. It it remains to be seen what kind of position that he put himself in with Top Rank, right? With like, we don't know what, you know, we're gonna have to see if he ends up on the shelf. You know, it's this talk about him being, you know, not being able to fight till May of 2027. And I know it's some speculation how many fights he got. I'm hearing 1, I'm hearing 2. I initially heard 1, but we gotta wait and see. And if he got 1, man, maybe he waits it out, he get a date and he satisfies contract and move on. But it wouldn't surprise me, you know what I'm saying, if he try to make a move over there to ZUFFA with Korat. I could see it. 2 fights, 1 fight, one of the two. But either or, if that's the play for him, it could work out, but he gonna have to see it through. You know what I'm saying? He gonna have to satisfy that contract to get up out of it, in my opinion. Let me say what's up to the fan, man. Hey, y'all, what they lying about today? What they crying about today, y'all? We gonna find out on this episode of what they crying and lying about. Mind yours, what up, homie? Damaris, my dog, man, what's good? Mike Kirkland, appreciate you, bro. Say working in that yard for sure. BJ, ETB, my guy, what's good with it, bro? Blaze is in the building. Jordan, what's good, homie? Lisa, peace to the queen. How you feeling today? Mag, what's good? We'll see. Being Boxing News, what's good? Jordan, what's good? He said, has Top Rank confirmed there's 2 fights left? Nope. Some speculation on whether it's 1 or 2 fights. I'm hearing 1 of the 2. Either way, if the move is to end up somewhere else where the money is, I could understand that, man. Everybody out there get their bread. You know, I'm gonna play a video from Tim Bradley where he was going in about the situation with Devin and Keyshawn. But I think Team Haney, if they not really trying to offer that man more money, and I'm not saying they should, I think they should just take their win and move on. They should take their PR, social media win and move on, and don't overplay their hand by making it seem like they still willing to negotiate anything with this man. You get me? So we're going to get to it, man. But you just never know in this boxing game. You just never know in this boxing game, man, what the next move is. But a lot of these guys are smartening up, and shit, man. This could make some sense if there's the thought that Keyshawn doesn't feel like Top Rank was valuing him the way he thought they was, right? So if that is the feeling, which I can't say for sure, if that is the case, then I could see why he would be looking to, you know, get up out of his contract and make a fresh start. Especially like I think ETB came up here talking about it the other day. If your contract extend, if you get a win, you definitely don't want to do that if you're looking to get up out of there. So it's one of those things where if you can get the money, you get the money and take the fight. And I understand the what could have came after a win, but sometimes these guys don't see the bigger picture. They want their bread, and I can't blame them. You get what I'm saying? R.I.P. to Pritchard Cologne. You know, y'all know his story, man. That sad story. He passed away at the age of 33, man. You really can't play boxing, and ain't no tomorrows. So you gotta get your bag when you see fit. All that other shit is just the other shit, man. You gotta get paid when you know what I'm saying? Each and every time you get in there. Not a big name, so it really don't matter what we do. Stock drop badly. Yeah. That stock drop stuff is like, shout out to Being Boxing News. How you feeling, bro? That stock dropping stuff is a little bit of a overstatement sometimes, man. Runs a ZUFFA Island. I mean, maybe that'll be up to Top Rank to try to put that fight together. Maybe they try to put him in there in a tough fight on the way out. Who knows? Too sizzled, my dog. Key got DB3, bigger bargaining. I'm telling you, Dank was good, homie. And I look, Keyshawn name is in a good space in boxing. Like, I don't big little. He's a recognizable name. You got to think he sold out at Norfolk in his first hometown fight. And boy, what was he, like 10 fights in? You can't name a handful of fighters that's doing that right now. Get what I'm saying? So he already proven to be a ticket seller. He could talk. He got the personality. Did things take a bit of a hit? Yeah, you know, things slow up a bit because he would have had a fight. He would have been in the ring in October, right? But it's boxing, bro. It's not the end of the world. It ain't like he went out there and got his ass beat. He just made a decision that ultimately didn't work out for him for the short term, but It's life after one decision. It's one decision to not take money to fight Devin Haney ain't got to be the end of the line for him. You get what I'm saying? Team Haney gonna do what they do, but he's still gonna get fights, bro. The dude is a hell of a talent. To try to shelf him, in my opinion, would be stupid. You get what I'm saying? So at some point, you gotta give him a fight. He's gonna end up out of that contract regardless. So better off just, you know, trying to make the most out of the situation while he's still there. he say he think Team Haney the worst thing to happen to boxing. Damn. Shout out to Stretched Out Boxing. What's good, homie? We got 50 people in the building. Everybody do like fun. Let's talk about it, man. But look, we'll see, man, where this leads to for these guys. But we're gonna get into these couple of videos from Tim Bradley, man, and see what he was chatting about. But again, he's speaking on some things that I heard prior to the conversation that he was having on his live stream. So you just don't know. You know, business wise, you can call it duck, but like I said, I just don't see Keyshawn Davis being scared or doubting himself in this particular fight. It's just unfortunate that the business side of it has become so public that it goes to shit when somebody don't take a fight because they can't get the money they're looking for. You know what I'm saying? Next gen was good. Yeah. Next gen. So that's what I'm saying. That I'll say this: it's kind of similar to Shakur, bro. If he's really trying to get up out of there, you get what I'm saying. They ain't gonna try to do him no favors, but it could be tricky trying to get him beat on the way out. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you give him something that people don't want. They did it with Corey with Artem. We seen what they try to do with him, so maybe that could be the same thing that they try. Who knows? But we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see. But Tim Bradley was he was going in. I'm gonna play the little shorter clip and then we're gonna tap into this live stream where he was suggesting that this is a possible move. And look, fighters is gonna go where the money at if they can, bro. If somebody got a bag for you and they willing to pay you more money than everybody else, what are you supposed to do? I mean, Edgar Berlanga just did an interview earlier today. I think was that Akin Barak. Shout out to Andrew Charles, and he said ZUFFA is paying him more money than the Canelo fight. That's crazy. Like that's probably gonna go over people's heads, but that man says ZUFFA is paying him. Yes, Edgar Berlanga, the guy that got knocked out, beat, dropped every round from Canelo. He said they paying more than Canelo. So you can call these dudes sellouts. You can call them what you want, but at the end of the day, if I'm involved in a sport and this is my job and my profession and I've made it to the top or made it to the point where I can get paid the absolute most money possible for what I do, risking my life, I can't call nobody no sellout for doing that. If you ain't screw nobody over in the process, I can't call you no sellout for chasing the money and going where people want to see you at. You get what I'm saying? It just don't make sense to me. But let's get to this clip from Bradley, man. He was going, man, courses, duck this, duck that, but I don't really be hearing that garbage, man. And look, it's just a conversation for me. Like, he was in a situation too, Tim Bradley, and he spoke on it. He talked about it with Mayweather. It was a fight being talked about between them, and he was saying ultimately, like, he wanted a certain amount of money. If he couldn't get it, he thought they was playing, so he ended up not, they didn't make the fight, but it's ultimately over money. Not saying it's the same situation. No two situations are the same, but ultimately you get what I'm saying. Like, these dudes be in situations themselves where they can go out there and make certain fights, tough fights. Some of the best fights make some of the most money, but the bigger the challenge, the bigger the risk, the more money these guys want to get paid. That's not just Keyshawn. That's most of these guys. Everybody got their price, bro. Everybody got their price. You know what I'm saying? And some people just not getting in the ring for anything, man. Especially if you're taking the biggest challenges possible, you figure you're gonna get paid. You know what I mean? You're gonna get paid.
The damn ref, see, now I see the damn play. Yep, I see the play now from Keyshawn Davis.
Damon, what's good with
Now
him?
I understand. Yeah. I'm sitting back. I'm thinking about all this shit. You know what, man? These fighters, managers, man, just listen to them talk. All of them, man. They be giving you little hints and shit. When I sat on that panel up there with inside the ring, man, and I heard what
Yeah, man, they get into that bag. They get into the bag. They get into the bag, and all weird people come into that. Trust me, I'm gonna just be timing y'all out to oblivion. This is a boxing channel. We're not talking about Shakur just yet. Calm down. Put your panties back on, man. Know what I mean? Pull your skirt down, fam. Like we not there yet. Shut your ass up. Just listen to the show.
Max Kellerman was saying and stuff that he don't think it was a duck and all of that. Like, I'm like, oh, okay, Max. You know, now that I think about it, I'm like, what the hell was you insinuating, Max? You must know something, right? Mm-hmm. So then, you know, I'm listening to, you know, Keyshawn finally comes out and shit, and he's like, oh, you know, we'll see where this path takes me, or some shit he said. You know, I don't know it verbatim, but something along those lines. And I'm like, what path you trying to go on? Now that I think about it, I'm like, okay. So then I'm putting it together. I'm like, all right, Jay got Shakur. He's over at ZUFFA. He getting paid crazy money at ZUFFA. All right. Then I'm saying to myself, okay, well, just like let's just say a nagging female, right? Just say a nagging woman. You know, I know there's women on here, but I gotta use y'all because I'm a man. I gotta use y'all as a damn example. You take a nagging woman, you know, man, one of them women that nag about everything, you know, all of a sudden you can't do nothing right? You know, in reality, when you really think about it, she really don't want your ass, right? She's just trying to get rid of you.
Yo, I gotta say this because it need to be said. Jay Prince, every manager want their percentage. What is like? I need to know, where is this whole notion that comes from that Jay Prince just wants something different than any other manager? Like, he legit put his fighters in position. We watching it, but we act like we don't. I only hear it when it comes to Jay Prince, and I'm really curious, like, as to know, like, what is it about him that stands out from any other manager that gets paid to do their job? Why do people make it seem like he like strong arming these fighters? You do know Keyshawn willingly went there. It's like Shakur willingly accepted dealing with him. Abdullah Mason, this never comes up with Abdullah Mason. Only Shakur and Keyshawn, right? Jay Prince won his cut, but he gonna get his cut regardless. But if you knew, I'll say this, man, for the real ones, man, if you knew what I knew, just know that man looking out for his fighters. The only people that's concerned with whatever cut he getting is the people on the internet that's not involved. You never hear the fighters complaining. You never hear Shakur complaining about his money, not getting paid, who taking too much. Keyshawn just got over there. I seriously doubt that be the case. Abdullah Mason is doing fine. All these guys have flourished. Like, he worked with a number of different people way before these fighters, and he did well by them too. So I'm just curious to know why that come up so much, because I be seeing it like, he wants 30% or 35%. And Keyshawn, it's like he taking their money, and it's like, bro, do y'all know other managers get paid as well? Like, and they don't even make as much money as a Keyshawn or Shakur, but they managers still got to get paid. Y'all just seen Samson withhold a couple $100K from Edwin De Los Santos, and he fired him. Remember, he told him it was a certain amount of money, and it ended up being a couple $100,000 more, and he tried to short him. He ended up firing him. Like, you're not hearing them stories with Jay Prince. I don't know where this comes from. I'm just genuinely curious, fam. Got the narrative from the Haney channels. It's like 78 that told them how to think and what narrative to run with. I said it's not just, yeah, you get what I'm saying? I don't get it. Dude, but it's different for Shakur and Abdullah, though, and all that she say, unless Keyshawn signed, dude is still young and building himself and Shakur legacy established. Yeah, but I still don't get it, though. Like, you get what I'm saying? Show me a manager that don't want their cut. Show me a manager that's not getting paid. But Keyshawn has already made it to the 6-7 figure space, right? Like most of these guys that not even at that space, and once most don't get there, and they still got to pay managers. So what do you think is going on with them? It's like, I don't know. I just feel like it's a lot of misinformation about Jay Prince and how he deals with these fighters. It's very selective, but I only see it on the internet.
Because she already got her eyes set on something different, to be honest with you, right? That's what it is, okay? I think this is the same thing with Keyshawn Davis, because if you go back and you really think about the fight that he had with Albright, okay, who he blamed for the fight? He blamed his promoter. He agreed to the damn fight, but he blamed his promoter. I'm doing this because of my promoter. You know, complaining and shit. You just come, the reason why I got to do it because of my promoter, whatever. He put all the blame on their ass like he ain't had nothing to do with it. And you know his ass, truthfully, right, wanted to get this fight so that way he can handle one of his engagements on his contract.
Right.
Well, Keyshawn, it's a possibility he could be towards the end of his damn contract. Yeah. Yep. With TR. So, you know, why take a Devin Haney fight, you know, for that amount of money, and then, you know, take a L, you know, possibly take a L. Now you lose your negotiating tool, because now you lost, okay? And the negotiating tool is going to be used for who? Where is his homeboy at? He was ZUFFA, okay? I'm putting this shit together in my mind. I'm like, oh, okay, now I see the play. Yeah, you ducked. I don't give a damn what anybody say. You ducked, boy, you ducked. God damn, that's the biggest duck I've ever seen since I've been on Earth, okay? So, yeah, but I see what you doing, player. You're not slick. Yeah, you or your managers. I see what y'all doing what Hitchens did when Hitchens pulled out the Duarte fight. Yep. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, and see, you willing to take less money because you gonna be guaranteed. It's almost guaranteed to win, right? There ain't no guarantees. But if you fight a fighter of I don't know, I'll make up a name, Buddy Love or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Make him Buddy Love, right? You beat him, whatever. You fulfill again your contract. Now you gone. You got an undefeated record. You see Conor Ben over there. Right? He getting paid crazy money, $15 million or some odd dollars a fight.
The problem is what I learned, man. I don't know everything about the business. I'll never act like I do. But you got your surface level people, and then you got your people that really want to understand what the hell be going on. To sit up here and constantly yell, duck this, duck that. Even Tim Bradley, I feel like it's a shock value or entertainment value to it that people gravitate to. You know what I'm saying? Like, but at the end of the day, it's business. Did he duck Mayweather when he couldn't get the money he was looking for? Right? I mean, they was gonna order him to fight Spence and he retired. Did people forget about that? Did we just forget about Devin and Rolly? Like that happened. That happened. He literally walked away from the table because he couldn't get the money. Is that ducking? Or is that something different? Like, so we got to stop chasing our tails. We passed it. We held him accountable. There's no rehashing it, the same shit over and over. He could beat a duck, but at the end of the day, there's business that need to make sense. That's why you got guys saying that there's more to it. You got guys like even Teofimo Lopez, and you'll be surprised. He like, yeah, but it's always more to it. And you hear what Tim Bradley is saying. Yeah, he's still calling him a duck, but he going a bit deeper than surface level. He like, hey man, I'm hearing that you at the end of your top ranked contract. You get what I'm saying, and you get me. You could be trying to get up out of there and go get to that money while the getting is good. You know what I'm saying, and try to get over there at ZUFFA. You know, your manager already steered. You know, your guy Core over there, right? He getting to the money, right? And it just wouldn't be out the realm of possibility to see him steer Keyshawn in the same direction if it's something on the table for him that makes sense. Now, I ain't confirming it, but it's a cool conversation because it's something that could happen. You know what I mean? There's been a couple of hiccups on Keyshawn's part with Top Rank. Is he looking to part ways? Are they looking to part ways? Right? What's the situation there? You just don't know. But It ain't the end of Keyshawn, right? This situation with Devin Haney ain't gonna be the end. It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot more of him going on. You get what I'm saying? There's a lot more going on. And I'm only addressing you once, fam, and I'm going to stick to the show. Pablo, I still waiting for you to tell me how old you are because of the way you type make me think you got to be young. I don't know where you was at. Maybe you just was absent yesterday, but you telling me to watch something that I clearly covered already on the show. Bill Haney never offered $4 million. He don't pay them. That's why he went on there with Dorsett and Coach Malachi and said it would be up to Top Rank to pay him. I don't work for him, but he said he could have got an extra $1 million. Key words, operative word, could. He could have. You know what I mean? He's saying he messed it up because of the way he talked to him. So never did he officially offer it to him. You got to go watch the interview. He wasn't dropping no gems. If that's gems for you, me and you just different people. Nothing he said up there was a gem. He went up there promoting some shit that's probably not even true. If he had an extra $1 million when it was offering, when 3 was on the table, then would have been the time to offer it the extra $1 million. When he was about to walk away from it, then would have been the time to offer the extra $1 million. Not on Cameron's show when that's the only time we ever heard about it. He spoke directly to Keyshawn's coach after that, and he said Keyshawn coach said to him, "Why don't you take money out of your pocket and give it to Keyshawn so you can give him what he want?" And he basically said it's not his job to get Keyshawn paid. Not once did he say, "Well, we got an extra $1 million. Is y'all gonna fight us with for that?" So you got to learn how to pay attention to what's entertainment versus what's real. That's when he's entertaining you. When he was talking directly to Keyshawn coach, don't you think that information would have came out once he said to him, "Yo, you could have took money out of your purse," basically? And I'm paraphrasing, but that's pretty much what he was getting at. Yo, you could take money and give it to and make sure Keyshawn get what he want. Not one time did he say, "Yo, we had an extra $1 million," but he told me to get out his DM. He didn't say none of that. All he did was get on Cam's show and play games like he typically do, bro. That's Bill Haney. But you need to go watch it. We already covered that yesterday. I don't know where you was at. I don't know maybe how you just missed it, but we completely covered it. I played the whole clip, had a whole thumbnail for it. We was in here calling him extra mil Bill. Like, I don't know where you was at, fam, but let's keep going though. Hit the like button, y'all.
Okay, he ain't won no world title. See, you ain't even got to win the world title nowadays to make money. All you got to do is you got to put butts in the seats. This game, it always been about that, but now you really don't want it. That's the reason why, ZUFFA and stuff like, let's eradicate the belts and all of this. They don't care for the belts. You know what I mean? Because, if you can build a fighter and make him and turn him into a superstar without having to, really put him in there with anybody, right? And he got a big following like a Ryan Garcia, right? Then shit, you can make money in the sport. Look at Jake Paul ass coming in with his own people, his own following and stuff from, being a Disney boy and so on and so forth. Yeah, the game is completely flipped upside down now.
And I just want to highlight what he's saying. The game is completely flipped upside down. People are about that bag. You got dudes like Jake Paul jumping in the game as a Disney kid with his own following, turn the game upside down, started MVP promotions. He pushing, but he done made some money. You know what I'm saying? He done ran up a bag, several of them with this boxing stuff. So the ones that actually do it, you think they don't want to get paid if they're aware that it's certain money that they could get access to by making certain moves. Not knocking nobody for getting their bread, especially in this snake business that they'll forget about you in a heartbeat, man. You go get your bag, man. Go get your bag, but understand what comes with it. And then, make sure the situation makes sense for you and see it through, man. You going to see Keyshawn back in the ring. And everybody that's calling him a duck, they're going to be right there watching him, fam. They're going to be right there watching him. It remains to be seen. If it don't work out for him long-term, Blaze, it could end up looking like bad business. If it work out for him, it could end up being good business. An example I like to keep using is the Brian Norman with Boots. He didn't take that fight. Ultimately, he was called a duck and some more stuff, right? He fighting on this undercard and he gonna lose his next fight, and then he ends up getting the biggest opportunity of his career with, ironically, Devin Haney. So he had to play a bit of the long game. He had to see it through, and it worked out in the long run, I think, for him. You get me? think the same thing could be said for Keyshawn. It's just like a wait and see. Get me? So I feel like it's only bad business if you put yourself in a worse situation that you can't recover from. Get what I'm saying? It's one of them things where time it revealed if this was a good move or a bad move. But I know just in hindsight, just looking at it straight up, it's like, this wasn't the move to make. You should have took the fight. But it's always more to it. That's why we need these guys to come out here and talk a little bit more. You get what I'm saying?
Man, now it's about, trying to put yourself in position. Shit, Edgar Berlanga got a damn Canelo fight. Still ain't won the championship at all. Ain't done shit in the sport and is getting paid gravy over at ZUFFA. Shit, the same thing to be said about Hitchens.
Like, think about it, bro. And I'm just having an honest conversation. We ain't talking about the turning down the fight. We established what that was. But you got guys like Edgar Berlanga who people laugh at like he's some type of joke or whatever the case. But the joke is on the people laughing at him, because if he went over there to ZUFFA and he's saying they paying more than what that Canelo bag is, that's crazy. He lost that fight. He got stopped by Shiraz, right? Now, he rebounded in his most recent fight with a knockout, but you get me? And that man getting to it. So it's a different age, man. These fighters are aware of their earning potential and the money that's out there. Sometimes I think in situations they could overplay their hand, maybe make a mistake, but you just got to see it through, man. You got to see how it all work out in the end. It might work out for him. Maybe it work out, maybe it won't.
Even though he got a strap and he on the up and up, right? But he over there at ZUFFA making money. Now, ZUFFA is throwing big money out. They trying to fill their stable with A-listers now. So they willing to pay top dollar. So you got a guy like Keyshawn saying, I take this fight, I could possibly lose. Then I lose my negotiating tool when I go to ZUFFA. Shit, Conor Ben, he making $15 million a fight, and he ain't done shit in the sport. But Conor Ben, I'll tell you this, shit, 67 some odd thousand people over there in England went to see his last fight when he fought over there against Eubank. Yeah, that's crazy, right? His market is crazy. So ZUFFA picked him up like, okay, he's worth it. Look, all them people over there that came out to see him, they gonna watch it because, you can get Paramount Plus over there in Europe. So, our ratings gonna increase. So then you have that guy, Conor Ben. I hope y'all follow me. Conor Ben, he gonna fight against Ryan Garcia, who will eventually be going to ZUFFA too. Right? And then you got Turki Al-Sheikh willing to invest in that shit, but Turki Al-Sheikh ain't willing to invest in that Keyshawn Davis and Haney stuff. He not willing to invest in that, right? So Top Rank had to come up with their own money. Now in the market, right, now it's dropped a bit because, Turki Al-Sheikh has dropped the money down just a little bit. But
see, I was saying that. And that's a real element that people want to ignore. You want to ignore it if you want to. But without Turki Al-Sheikh being involved in some of these fights, we seeing exactly what's going on. Dudes finding out what their market value is. They finding out that I guess the other side that you signed up to, that you took less money to go to, they obviously ain't looking to just make any fight. It has to be a number of things stopping these fights from happening. So for the people that's trying to get over there to ZUFFA, you got to think you got the Conor Benns, the Jake Pauls, right? The Edgar Berlangas. You got these guys making money, and we all are thinking Keyshawn Davis is more talented than these guys, right? So these dudes are really trying to get to the bag. That's just all it is, man. I'm not gonna fault you. We can hold you accountable when you make a decision that's opposite of what you put out. That's fine. That's fair game. But it's so much deeper than ducking, man. It's the business side of it that people just want to ignore because they like a narrative. They like to push out. This guy is scared, man. This guy's scared. He should have took the fight. He should have took the money. It was his biggest payday. They was going to get paid this much. Hey, man, I've seen this shit happen so much in boxing. I hate this, the part that I hate, but it's real, bro. It's real. People don't take jobs for BS money. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you out here fighting for your life. Just can't expect it to be any different. Shout out to Mike Kirk. I appreciate you, family. He said, thanks for the boxing talk and listen to without bullshit narratives. You know it, man. We on the job. We's on the job. Shout out to my good brother, Mike Kirk. That's a good point. Pugilism, man. Nah, you got guys. You got guys over there fighting on that brand rich stuff. They getting paid. Ray J. You got Orlando Brown fight. You got all this money that people are trying to get to, and I just think that's what it's all about. Ultimately, I think he just made a decision that he seen fit. We don't got to agree with it. We can still hold him accountable and try to understand what he was thinking, but we gonna have to see how this next couple of moves pan out for him, right? If it work in his favor, or did he put himself in a worse situation that it's gonna be hard to recover from? But I think he's gonna be straight. I really do. Shout out to Mike Kirkland, man.
He's willing to pay for the fights that he wants to see now. Okay? He dropped the money down a bit. You know what I mean? Now the market is kind of settled on the other side. Now you got all the promoters now, with majority of promoters with the zone now. Many fighters now, Teofimo Lopez and now Haney now working their own deals over there at the zone. Okay? But the thing I'm trying to tell you is that ZUFFA right now is the issue. You know, I ain't saying it's a bad thing. You know, the only bad thing is to be honest with you, the only bad thing is that a lot of these guys are gonna sit out, and we not gonna see the fights that we were seeing the last 3 years when Turkey came in, turned the market upside down, paid all these dudes money. Now all these dudes now are just sitting out like, nah, I'm waiting on that money, that ZUFFA money now. You know, I'm waiting on that money now. I gotta stay undefeated. That's why Hitchens didn't take that Duarte fight. This is what I'm thinking. I hope y'all following me here, man.
And look, that's the conversation I'm trying to have, really. I'm not even on the fight not happening. It's just a deeper conversation past why the fights don't happen. And this is why. You know what I mean? I think dudes could have played the long game. Hitchens made a move too. But he did move up a weight class while he did it. He moved up a weight class. And he looked good doing it. He went to go get that bag. I think more people, if given an opportunity, they're going to do the same thing. So we'll see. But I do think, you know, this move for Keyshawn was definitely heavily influenced and motivated by money. Definitely, or lack thereof.
This shit crazy. Yeah. This is crazy. So, all in all, now we looking at, I'm hearing all these rumors and shit that everybody creating these narratives about, you know, Norman Jr. is going to be fighting against Keyshawn Davis. That shit is not happening. Man, that ain't happening. If this man didn't fight, you know, Haney and have the opportunity to knock off Haney, okay, for $3 million, ain't no way he gonna be fighting no Norman Jr. for no 1.5 or even 2 million. He ain't fighting no Norman Jr. for that. And at the same damn time, Norman Jr. ass and don't want to get another L on his resume. Shit, Norman Jr. don't want that. Shit, he just lost to Devin Haney. You know?
Now, I will say this because I know better. You know, I talked to somebody that, you know, is real close to Brian Norman. Nah, newsflash, he did want that. If they would give him the Devin Haney rematch, he'd take it right now. He willing to fight a guy like Keyshawn. I talked to my guy. He ain't never told me nothing wrong, nothing bad. So, but I know what Tim is saying. Tim looking at it from a business standpoint, but he might just don't know. Brian Norman don't give a damn about no loss. He don't care. He don't care. You see how quick he made some changes. He made some changes, try to get better, come back, get a knockout. That dude really want that fight. He want that rematch, but they behind the scenes, they saying he don't deserve it. So Brian Norman, and when I say that's Team Haney, they're not looking to revisit that. You know, I'm not gonna fault him for it, right? There's other stuff, there's bigger fights out there for them to try to make, but we'll see. But Brian Norman definitely be on that. He be wanting to fight. You know what I'm saying? He don't care. He'll take either one of those fights if it got offered to him. And that's Keyshawn or Devin Haney rematch.
Just lost to he ain't trying to go with Keyshawn Davis. Come on, man. You think his manager gonna say, yeah, let's fulfill Keyshawn's contract? Again, I don't know how much he got left on his contract, but I'm just saying, giving him that second fight or whatever that he needs, right? So that way he can jump and go somewhere else, you know, and give up our guy. No, we want to build Norman. Norman is young, so we want to build him up, you know, get him another couple of easy fights, you know, where he can build confidence, you know, work with his new trainer and stuff. We not trying to throw him in there with Keyshawn Davis. Yeah. See, man, once you get to a certain point in your damn career, you got to understand that, man, like, them training wheels got to go off. You know, like, if you become a world champion in this game, you holding on to a strap, that says that you got the skills and the ability to hold on to the strap. That's what that's supposed to say, right? But you got all these guys looking for these easy fights, man. You know what I'm saying? For big money. Easy fights for big money, you know what I mean? And trying to remain and keep they O because they trying to slide over there sooner or later to ZUFFA. You know, now I told y'all, I ain't got nothing against ZUFFA. ZUFFA is another, to me, they're another promoter. They're another promoter as of right now. They are. Yeah. I watched that last show. They had an IBF fight on there. They never mentioned the IBF. They mentioned the world championship, middleweight championship of the world or some shit like that. But they never even mentioned the IBF title. I know what the IBF title looked like. Yep, that was an IBF title. Shit, I thought the ZUFFA belt was coming out. I was like, where the hell is ZUFFA belt at? What the hell? You know what I mean? So, you know, they playing ball over there. The IBF is in with ZUFFA too now. Yeah. Oh yeah, the game is turned upside down. It is completely different than when I went in. And shit, it's hard to even to fathom. It's hard to even maneuver around this damn game now. You know, there's a lot of leeches. There's a lot of snakes. You know what I'm saying? Tramps, shit, roaches. You name it. There's all kind of crazy people in this game now, man. Shit, leeches and all. Yeah. So. Man, I'm glad, man. Look, there's a piece of me to feel like I would love to have been in this game. But, man, right now, this is crazy, man, for real. This is a completely different level of business that everybody is trying to maneuver in right now, man. It's swampy-ass waters, man. Yeah, whole lot of backstabbing. Yeah, backsliding, all kind of stuff going on behind closed doors, for sure. But, damn it, I'm telling y'all, man, Keyshawn, what he trying to do, he trying to go over there to ZUFFA with his boy. That's where he trying to go. He trying to go over there with Shakur and Hitchens and all of them over there and Berlanga. You know what I'm saying? Berlanga ain't done shit in the sport, but he getting paid like he done some shit. So, anyways, look, that's my thoughts. Hey, the Norman fight ain't happening. Y'all getting y'all hopes up. Oh, that fight gonna happen. That shit ain't happening. No. All y'all favorite fighters, man. All your favorite fighters.
Right, my guy was good.
All your favorite fighters. They ducking and diving, hiding. Oh, quiet on the creek. Anyways, Tim Desert Storm Bradley, you already know the damn rest of the long ass damn video. Anyways, I hope y'all can follow me. Anyways.
Tim Bradley funny as hell to me. Shout out to him, man. Everybody got these different takes, but again, I just felt the need to talk about it today because it's something that I told you I was kind of hearing a little bit of whispers about. You hear him speculating it. You hear, I think, who did he reference? Sean Zytel. There's little stuff like these boxing circles be small. People be hearing these little rumblings. And again, if you out to chase the bag, if you just was in a situation where you couldn't get money that you was looking for, ZUFFA might have a situation for you. They are looking to sign fighters. They need more talent. It's not like they can just stop growing. You get what I'm saying? They stable right now where they at. Hell no. Remember, they trying to make a impact. And the only way you can do that is if you get these fighters on board. Shit, you think they couldn't use a young, talented guy like a Keyshawn Davis? I don't see why not. You get me? I don't see why not. Like, you got worse fighters. You sign Edgar Berlanga and you paying him. Like, and I'm not knocking him at all. I'm just saying. You get me? People think his, Keyshawn upside is obviously higher than a damn Edgar Berlanga. So if he can get over there and get to that money, if Conor Ben can get over there and get to that money, why the hell can't the rest of these guys, the Keyshawns, the Shakurs, the Devins, the whoever, these guys gonna go get that money? You know what I'm saying? The video with YSM that he wanted to fight Charlo. I just wish Charlo was more active, Lisa. It would, because it wouldn't be a bad fight. Big Charlo and Berlanga, he might jab Berlanga ass down. An active Charlo, Lisa, he might beat Berlanga ass, man. You get me? he might whoop Malinga ass, but he just so inactive. I just don't know what to think of, what to make of it. You know what I'm saying? How he'll look. Andre was that guy. He just got a knockout recently, man. Maybe they'll make the fight with him and Charlo now after all the back and forth. We'll see. But I don't know, y'all. The ZUFFA thing, the ZUFFA move could be a real thing, man. It's just really early. It's really early. You don't know, but I think it's a good conversation because the possibility seems real, especially when you got, y'all got the same management. You seen your big bro just make a move where he get into it, and then you seen several other guys that I know you feel like you better than go get to it. You want that shit too. Yeah, he might jab active Charlo Lisa. He might jab Berlinga ass down. You get me? Might mess around, stop him. Charlo active and in top shape might put a hurting on Edgar ass. That's for sure. Edgar won't be able to get past Charlo jab. He won't be able to get past his jab. Man, yeah, I got to do a good job. I'm trying to show restraint today, y'all. I'm trying to get back to the just do, man. You get me? I'm trying to put just Wick on ice for a little while, y'all. Everybody hit that like button, support the bill. We're gonna talk about it, I got a little something I wanted to play from one of his live streams where he would talk about this a little bit too, but you hearing these whispers more and more, and they're becoming more of a conversation in this space. Because ZUFFA is slowly but surely trying to make an impact. How good or bad it remains to be seen. I know people got mixed feelings on it. I'm not against it. I'm not overpraising it. But I'm not against it neither, y'all. Andre would fit perfectly for ZUFFA. Maybe, but that's going to be the landing spot for the foreseeable future for the guys that feel like they can make money there. That's all. And I don't know. Do you go secure the money and worry about who you gonna fight later, or is like, do you work that out while you get what I'm saying? While you working out your deal, you working out, making sure that these fights is on the table. Because again, I know what Jao Patai said his talks with ZUFFA was. I know what Shakur said his talks with ZUFFA was. So I don't know. And again, how would it serve a company to sign fighters for huge paydays and just not try to make meaningful fights? I just don't see how that would make sense. I get it with Dana White and people don't like him and the UFC this and that. I get all of that, but ain't they known for putting on tough matchups in the UFC? Don't they put their champions or number 1 versus number 2? Ain't they known for doing that? My thing is, why wouldn't that be the train of thought now that you're paying all this money? Right? You underpaid guys and put them in there with the toughest challenges possible. Now you're going to start overpaying in boxing and then making bullshit matches. I just don't make sense. Just don't see it being that way. Just don't see it being that way. Get away. His opponents get away what DEEBO looks like. Fight club in the parking lot with imaginary fighters punching himself. It's a tough out for them, man. But look, I'm gonna play a little bit of this from Bradley. I wanted to hear more of what he was talking about. But it's tough, man. It's tough because I mean, I've never seen somebody get as much credit as what he get for simply just negotiating fights alone, right? Like, just negotiating fights alone be enough for these dudes. Like, saying you want to fight somebody is enough. I don't know nobody else right now off the top of my head that's a top name that the bare mention of them saying somebody else's name, they get the credit. Like, look, see, he was trying to fight that one. I was like, bro, trying to and actually fighting is two different things, man. Listen, the biggest issue I have with that is if you're truly fighting the absolute best, right? And you've been trying, and this is what you've been on your entire career, you gotta have something more to brag about than Lomachenko at a weight class that you 2 weight classes away from. Do you understand what I'm saying? You gotta have another one of them wins. And you've been flirting with the ideal of getting in there with other top guys, but you ain't made it happen for whatever reason. Like, think about it. Y'all build Ryan as some C-level guy. You see how that worked. No rematch there. Rolly looked like an improved fighter. Ryan looked good in the Barrios matchup. Like, it's fights for you to make that I think you can make money and pique the interest of the fans. But all this flirting and negotiating fights that you really not in a position to make is tiresome, man. It really is. Nah, Bill is a real one. He is. Let's listen to a little bit of this though, what Tim Bradley was talking about.
To avoid a lot of his onslaught that he likes to bring. But yeah, if I could take your punch, shit, I could beat you. Yeah, that's it, because I had a high work rate too. And, I didn't mind throwing combinations. So I feel like I would have done damn good with Mike Alvarado, man. But yeah, that would have definitely been a hell of a fight for sure. But yeah, this is what look now we're moving on to the meat and potatoes, man, because like I've been sitting on this, man, for real. And I've been kind of disgusted. I'm not gonna lie, I've been disgusted with just all of this, man. It's like been a vortex between, Shakur Stevenson and Haney and Keyshawn and I just been like, man, what the hell is going on, man? For real. It's been a mess, a complete mess. And it's so funny. It felt like for me, it was like, I'm sitting back and I'm saying, are these YNs, are they double teaming Haney? Like it seemed like they was in a tag team, like straight up double teaming Haney, right? Trying to trap Haney. And I'm like, come on, man. Haney is sitting here trying to fight the best guys out there, right?
See?
And both these guys on his hit list.
See?
For sure. You remember the 2-for-1? He was like, I want both of you, but I want Shakur first, right?
And I just want to pause it right there because, see, that's the part that I just love to have this conversation with certain people, because how could you can't tag team. This ain't WWE. It's funny how they put two guys on a list that's considered brothers and not in a weight class, and they introduced the 2-for-1. That's the tag team shit you talking about. They presented these two fights like it was some tag team shit. It's nobody trying to tag team them. He got an overly ambitious list, and he had a list filled with guys that was truly lightweights for real, right? Guys not in his weight class, man. That's what it was. Like, call it what it is. Y'all presented this shit. You want Shakur first, right? But no, Devin said the little bro and then big bro. That's what he said. Y'all presented a tag team situation, talking about two fighters on the same contract, a 2-for-1. Bro, what you think this shit ain't no damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is this? It's not WWE, fam. It's not. It's not, fam. It's not. Man, I really hate the level of ignorance that I deal with sometimes to try to talk boxing. I'll say this for the real ones, because for the real ones gonna know this. Blood don't make you family, loyalty do. And if I met you at a very young point in your life, and we done, slept under the same roof, we done broke bread together, our families know each other. You know my mom, I know your mom. I'm there for you at your lowest points, your highest points. I'm right there supporting you. That's a brother. They ain't got to be blood brothers, man. Like, you either, as a man or adult person, you either understand it or you don't. But it's people that you related to, share the same blood, that'll do you worse than somebody that you didn't grow up with. So all that stuff is irrelevant. It's the bond that you was able to build from the time that you met the person. It just is what it is. Right? Some shit deeper than money. And I've always felt like that as a man, not even related to boxing. Some shit deeper than money. Them two dudes took a liking to each other. They got mutual respect. They don't want to fight each other, then it is what it is. But real ones get it. You know what I'm saying? Real ones get it. It's just that simple. You don't got to be nobody blood brother. You get what I'm saying? To not want to fight them. You get what I'm saying? It just is what it is, man. Like I said, breaking bread makes you that. You get what I'm saying? You don't gotta be somebody's blood. You get what I'm saying? 5 brothers, but my kennel partner like a brother also. You get what I'm saying? It's just real shit. You know what I'm saying? The blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. I'm telling you, man. Look, You know, it's one of them things where blood just don't make you family. It's a loyalty thing. You know what I'm saying? That's really what it is. But look, I ain't about to over explain it. It's some people that rock with it. They understand it. They like, for me, would I love to see a fight between the two? Cool. But if they wanted to give it to me, I don't want to see two people fight that don't want to fight. I want to see the people fight that want to fight. So miss me with all that. They not in each other way. Tell Extra Mill Bill to fight him, right? Tell him to pay the extra mill that he running around telling people he got and make the fight. But let's get back to this, man.
But ultimately, man, at the end of the day, it's just a whole bunch of mess. The fans are very unhappy right now with all these guys. I'm not Haney, not so much. Haney has been fulfilling his side. Haney has been wanting to smoke. A lot of people felt like Haney was going to duck this match. You know, there were times where I felt like Haney didn't really want this match, but Haney stood on business and he followed through. And then in the end, you see exactly what happens. But man, let's talk about this timeline. Let's talk about how all this stuff, you know, came about. Because, you know, I remember this conversation that, you know, Keyshawn Davis had with Bill, right?
And the thing is, man, people don't realize you can hold somebody accountable, but you can't stay stuck on that same dumb conversation. Like, it's only so many times you can say somebody ducked somebody or this or that. I'm just so tired of hearing them. I'm exhausted with the conversation because it's very selective, right? You seeing multiple fights not happen because of money. You seeing a Lynn Parrow fight not being finalized because of money, and he being labeled a duck. It's trash. It's a trash conversation. Yeah, he stood on business with the Keyshawn Davis fight, no doubt. But y'all gonna celebrate that? Like, y'all don't even know how to take your win and keep it moving. Instead of just, you know, taking the PR win, the social media win, and keeping it moving, you got to double down. Oh, now it's an extra $1 million. And then you got people that's silly enough that's talking about, oh, nah, Keyshawn turned down $4 million. You heard what Bill said? He was dropping gems. Wasn't dropping no gems. If that's gems, man, you just think you're easy to impress. I'll say that. You're very easy to impress if you think anything he said to Cam was a gem. The only thing he said that we didn't already know is this alleged extra $1 million that he may or may not have had. And again, I don't believe it. Carbon was good. Donnell was good. The reason why I don't believe it is because he would have mentioned it to Keyshawn coach when he had the opportunity. That man said something about extra money, and he quickly said, man, that's on Top Rank. Don't Top Rank pay Keyshawn? Exactly my point, man. But then y'all will come in here and make it seem like it's Bill that's paying him out of his pocket. Do y'all understand business? Who won the purse bid? Why would you think it's Bill paying him? Bill don't pay the fighters. He don't pay the fighters, man. Let's keep going.
You know, go back and look at that conversation he had with Bill, and he straight up told Bill, hey, after I get this done.
Oh, shit. Shout out to my dog, man, Mike Kirkland, too. Appreciate the love, man. Keep boxing. Keep talking boxing like a man for these kids. They don't get it. They just want it. They'll chase their tails with the same stuff every day. It's like, I'll acknowledge what they're saying, but they'll just keep repeating the same stuff. Oh, they're not brothers. They're not this. They're not even related. They don't have the same blood. So you ain't cooler with somebody that's not your blood than somebody that's actually your blood. You never had a situation like that. Then you ain't lived through nothing. You ain't lived through shit. Let's keep going. Shout out to my brother, man.
Get this done with Jermaine Ortiz. All right, because I'm going to stop him. You know, you're going to have to stand on your word now. Stand on your dang word. You know, and this was early January, late January, I want to say. Okay, late January when he talked to Bill. And I'm like, okay, let's see what happens after this. You know, I know that Dev and them, they chasing legacy, so they chasing belts. However, this is interesting. This dude is literally calling them out. And he
never offered anything. He went on a podcast and said he had it. I don't know why y'all can't get that through y'all head. He spoke directly to his coach after the purse bid shit fell apart. He got on Coach Malignaggi. Go watch it. Yeah, maybe y'all learned something. He told him the entire time, not one time that he was like, yo, Y'all didn't take the 3 million, right? Y'all had the 3 million and I had this extra million. Don't y'all think like a logically, not like a fan. Don't you think he would have said that directly to his coach? Why didn't you take the extra million? Why do you think the first and only time we heard anything about an extra $1 million was on another podcast? He did like 2 or 3 interviews before that one, and not one time did it come up. The conversation kept coming up about Keyshawn and the money, but never once was he like, yeah, man, I had the extra $1 million for him. He conveniently said that on the podcast because he was in the right place where he could play them type of games, man. Somebody else would have asked real questions. You would have asked him, so why didn't you offer it to him? You can tell the way he's telling the conversation with Keyshawn saying, get on, that he didn't offer it. He's saying you messed up a potential $1 million that you could have got from me. Not once did he say he offered it. He said he had it. Y'all remix shit. He didn't offer anything. He didn't offer shit. Y'all really think Bill Haney was gonna just give up $1 million? Man, yo, y'all just really like, man, y'all really easy to like, you know, make believe some shit. Y'all would believe anything. Yo, I'm telling you, bro. Bill Haney, shout out to him, man. He's a smart man because he know what kind of people he dealing with. He know if he say anything, they gonna run with it.
So he talked to his manager. I'm like, okay. So then, you know, Haney let's say after Keyshawn, he beat Jermaine Ortiz, right? Then, you know, Haney's was like, well, we
nah, common sense, my ass. Tell me where he said he offered him the money. Tell me where. How much common sense you got? Ain't got shit to do. If you had common sense, you wouldn't be pushing that he offered it to him because he never said that. Said he messed up a potential $1 million that I could have had for him. You know what I mean? He could have got from the OG. We went over this. Y'all not going to remix it to try to make it fit a narrative. He never offered him shit. It don't go like that. He told the coach to his face, Top Rank will be responsible for paying you more money, not me. He told you this. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are, man. Matter of fact, let me let you fizzle out. I forgot. I gotta, you know what I mean? Actually, might say he might have had it. He would, might. You get might. He never said I offered him. Y'all putting words in his mouth. Not one time did he say he offered him the money. Never, bro. Never, bro. He ain't say that shit. He ain't say, yeah, I offered him the money. Y'all just remix shit to make it sound better than what it is. Nah, fam. He didn't do that.
Well, we want Xander. We want Xander 154, you know? That looked like a fight that we want because we chasing legacy. We want those 2 belts he got. That's what we want. You know, and then it seemed like, you know, the Haneys weren't really paying attention to Keyshawn. So, you know, Keyshawn, he go off, and what did he do? He started doing these DEEBO, where DEEBO at? He started doing these Friday skits. And I'm like, damn, Keyshawn is persistent. He on his neck. Oh, yeah, he want to fight. Damn, he want to fight. Oh, yeah. Hey, Haney can't ignore this. He can't ignore this. When you got a dude calling him out like this, doing DEEBO skits, pulling up, I'm like, oh, this is crazy now. This getting out of hand, okay? Still, nothing really materialized, you know, a couple of words here, a couple of words there, but nothing materialized, right? But then, you know, Keyshawn, he go ahead and, you know, nothing materialized. So he like, all right, well, let me go ahead and fight Albright for the second time, you know, at 140 pounds. Let me go ahead and do it for the second time. Top Rank wanted me to do it, so I'm going to go ahead and get it done, right? And, you know, shortly after that, what happens? DEEBO Dev, what'd he do? He tweeted out, yeah, DEEBO is coming for Keyshawn. Damn. I'm like, oh, so now we got some action. DEEBO, he saw something in the fight, and he's saying, oh, yeah, I want that action now, you know? And so at that time, you got Shakur, right? You got Shakur sitting right there. He's sitting right there, right? You got DEEBO Dev. He thinking about Shakur Stevenson. That's who he really wanted. He wanted Shakur. However, you got Keyshawn barking. Keyshawn is barking too. So you got Shakur and DEEBO going back and forth. But then you got Keyshawn, right? He's a 140-pound fighter. He get the number 1 position for the WBO at welterweight. Yeah, he get moved up. That's the rules. You number 1 guy at 140.
So we pretty much know this stuff, but I just wanted to hear some of what he said. But shout out to him, man. everybody got a different perspectives, man. Everybody don't talk the same silly shit. I don't think nothing is wrong with Tim having his perspective on things, man. Some of what he said, I agree with, right? You promoted the fight in a certain way that made me, I'm speaking for me, as a supporter of his, feel like you was taking the fight regardless. So off of that alone, I would look at it like you didn't do what you said you was going to do. If it was time to stand on business, you didn't do it in this particular situation based off the energy that you put out with all the promotion, the pulling up, looking for DEEBO. All that stuff was fun. It was funny. The interviews, the little lives, all that stuff was funny. The back and forth, it was good entertainment, but it was time to pull the trigger. You didn't pull the trigger. So that's why people are holding you accountable for it. But at the end of the day, I've seen this situation more. I've seen it more times than I could count. You're going to keep seeing situations like this where fights don't potentially happen because of guys trying to get certain money. And if you want to be a surface level thinker, if you want to be selective, should I say, with your energy, and you only want to say when it's one guy that didn't take a fight because of money, it's a duck. When it's a guy that you like didn't take money, then it's, oh, he was supposed to get this. He's worth more than that. He know his worth. You being selective, fam. That's it. That's all, right? Keep the same energy for everybody from this point forward that doesn't take a fight because of money. Call them all ducks. If not, you're inconsistent. It's just that simple. I don't care what fighter it is. I don't care who it is, anybody. But that shit, again, it's just a terrible conversation. It ruins more conversations than a little bit. So chase your tails if you want to, man. I do think ZUFFA is a potential landing spot for guys that will be looking to get out of prior situations, old situations, man. If you with Top Rank, probably don't spend your career over there, especially if you got somebody like a ZUFFA tossing bags around, right? If you can get in on that, I could see it happening. You get what I'm saying? And you worry about the rest later, but it's going to be interesting to see how the rest of this play out for him, right? If it work in his favor, because again, this is a situation that could sit you on the sideline. We a while away from May. You know what I'm saying? We're a ways away from May 2027. You get me? So that would be a long time to be on the sideline. So my question is, what does Top Rank do? Do they penalize him, right? Do they hold it against him? Do they know what his plans are, right? If his plans is to get out of there, and if they're gonna make that a bumpy road on the way out, you just don't know. But with talent like his, man, he just gotta lock in, man. You know, gotta lock in, man. Jay was good. Problem is Keyshawn did all that talking. Yeah. He promoted. He made me a believer. You know what I'm saying? I thought for sure that fight was gonna be the fight that happened. But it is what it is, man. Like I said, you watching this shit happen right now with another guy. You know what I'm saying? A guy that got a title. So what's the excuse there? And that's why for all those people that want to talk that extra mil shit, don't talk that weak shit to me. Put that extra mil to making a fight. You know what I'm saying? It sound real good, right? Sound real good when you just saying shit, but put that extra million to making a fight instead of getting on Twitter and saying guys is asking for too much money. You get what I'm saying? So we'll see. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. Exposure to real ducks in boxing because they're gonna pay to make all the biggest fighters in boxing, just like they've been doing. Shout out to Rod. I think some people gonna have to revisit how they look at them if they able to rattle off some of these bigger fights, if they're able to get some of these promotion type fights going. Because I mean they're already doing it with Ryan and Connor. They doing it with Ryan and Connor. You get what I'm saying? And if you're gonna give Connor Ben opportunities like that, not only at titles, right? That WBC title is on the line. If you giving him an opportunity like that, I would think a bigger fight, a bigger name, a better fighter, more quality guy gonna get similar opportunities, man. Just gotta make sense. These guys gotta be available for these fights to be made too. And they gotta see, man, you gotta think. They already making excuses. And I would say this regardless of what. Anybody talking that ZUFFA Island shit, just say you don't want to fight. Just say you already don't want to fight because you're already making excuses not to make fights. You get what I'm saying? Now, all of a sudden, people went from dissing the zone to now it's the best place in the world to be. Nah, man. Money is gonna talk. Yeah, that money. I'm telling you, yo. I think Edgar Berlanga was saying something today, man. In that interview about how much money that these dudes is paying. And let me see if I can pull it up. I can pull a clip up because it's relevant to the conversation, man. I'm just like, damn, man, Berlanga getting to it, huh? And this is after getting your ass beat. This is after getting beat up, taking the L, and looking bad. You get what I'm saying? He went out there and knocked Steven Butler ass out. It's a good fight. Let me see if I can find it. Radio, what it do, my guy? Oh, you ain't know I was on. Probably ain't sending my notifications out like they known to do. They be tripping. Let me see if I can find where he talked about it. Let's get to it, man. Let me see. Because he talked about this Canelo fight, right? Let's see, man. Let's see.
You know what I'm saying? Told y'all. Yeah, like I told y'all we was gonna do it. You know what I mean?
So talk to me about that fight, how it came about. Like how long between the moment that Keith first brought it up, this is a possibility, to the point where the contract was set and it was signed?
Say it again.
Like how long from when Keith first mentioned to you, yo, we can get the Canelo fight, right? To the point where it was signed and sealed.
So I knocked out McCory. I became the mandatory. Then it was like up in the air with that. You know what I'm saying? Because remember they was talking about Chris Eubank, they was talking about Charlo. Yeah. He was fighting Munguia. Right. So we didn't know either. You know what I'm saying? We had to wait to see who won that fight. You know what I mean? And it was just like a waiting game. You know, I feel like if I would have, I'm not gonna lie, man. If I would have been, if I'd have never been like horsing around and waiting like for the legitimate like phone call, like, yo, you fight him. If I would have never waited for that, it would have just been on my Crawford shit, like training how Crawford did, like almost 6 months, just working. I truly believe we would have did a lot better, even beating him. You know what I'm saying? But you know, Canelo's a veteran, bro. So he caught. You know what I'm saying? You know, we announced the fight like 6 weeks before the fight. You know what I mean? And not saying that I wasn't training. I was training, but I wasn't in full blown camp. You know what I mean? Because they got to a point I was like, damn, I don't even know if I'm gonna fight this dude. You know what I mean? Like it was like up in the air and shit. But you know, I heard Floyd does that. You know, like he'll let a fighter know, like, yo, listen, hey, you gonna fight Floyd, and it's like 7 weeks, 6 weeks to the fight. You know what I mean? That's what Sugar Ray Leonard did. Yeah, but you do that when you at the big level. You can do that. You know what I mean? He still would have beat him. He lost it. He lost it around the first time. But elite fighters do that, you know, and it's smart because a lot of fighters, you know, if they're not in the gym heavy, they're out of shape. It's your job to be on point all the time. You can't get, and I learned from that. Yeah, for sure, I learned from that. I was like, yeah, man, fuck. You know, even though I wasn't lacking, right? But I wasn't lacking, but I was lacking. You know what I mean? Because I should have. You were about to go up against Canelo. Yeah, I should have been way more focused. From McCory fight, from that fight, 2 weeks off and just stay in the gym training hard body. You know what I'm saying? Just prepping my mind. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like out of all your fights, ironically, the first part of that Shiraz fight, I don't think I've ever seen you that sharp. Like during the Shiraz fight, you were landing a jab so quickly.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That is not the fight to talk about how sharp he was, bro. He got beat down in that fight, fam. He got beat down, fam.
You were getting under his shots. You were boxing beautifully in that fight. I personally, Angulo too. Angulo, but I've never seen you that sharp. In the first 2 rounds, I was like, yo, this dude is gonna outbox Shiraz like this whole fight. What happened? That it seems like you got into his style of fight and you let go of the jab. The jab was working, then you stopped on the jab. I'm gonna say it like this, and I'm in the air. Right. He's easy work. I promise to you, he's easy work. When I get that rematch with him, I'm gonna beat him bad. I'm gonna stop him, and I don't even want to talk about. I'm gonna stay quiet. Right. Yeah. And I'm gonna let God do his work. But I promise you, that rematch, I'm gonna beat him. So That's on your list.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm gonna beat him. I know I'm gonna beat him. He's easy work, bro. He knows.
See, I can't go with that, man. He made easy work out of you. Now, maybe some shit was wrong, but you can't be talking that. The reason I'm playing this, I'm trying to let him get into his ZUFFA signing and where he was talking about how they paying more money than the Canelo fight, which would kind of tie into that last conversation with Tim. And you would see why guys is trying to get to that bag, man. I ain't knocking it neither way. Got to get your money, though,
He knows. That guy knows. He knows. Deep down in his heart, he knows what's up.
So you headlined with Canelo, because you was talking about fighting Canelo. That was 20,000 people in Vegas. You got it faster than everybody thought, because I thought you was going to get it, but I thought you was going to have to go through Munguia to get it, right? So you got it fast, you headlined there, and then now you headlined in New York, but it's the theater, but it's still New York. Can that be compared to the Vegas fight with Canelo in your mind?
Nah, hell no.
Put New York against him,
Yo, nah, that energy and that, oh my God, yo, crazy. That was that's one fight forever in my life is gonna be my favorite fight.
For now, because you never know.
Nah, man,
I never know.
Oh, for a second fight,
I get it again.
He beats
he got beat up.
And you know what I'm saying? We go and catch Munguia in May. You know,
tell me about that in Vegas. How was that?
I love it, man.
Yeah?
Yo, I had fun that fight. I'm telling you, man, I enjoyed myself. Like, I was so locked in. I forgot what round we was in. Like, I was telling Mark in the corner, like, Mark is like, yo, man, you gotta go. I'm like, yo, Mark. I'm like, Mark, relax. I'm getting him tired. He's like, motherfucker, we in the 12th round. Look, I'm like, oh, shit. That's how, like, so locked in. I was trying to do the rope-a-dope on that motherfucker. I was letting him throw, because I know in the later rounds, Canelo start fatiguing. So I was letting him throw, and I was talking shit to him, like, in Spanish, like, telling him, like, keep going. You can't hurt me. You see, you can't hurt me. You can't do nothing. I'm telling him in Spanish.
All right.
And it was in the 12th round. And I was like, oh, shit. I'm like, that.
You think he felt your... I'm sorry. You think he felt your pop?
That dude got a hard head, man.
You gotta hit that dude. I can't move.
Yeah, that guy.
He ain't hurt nobody.
You gotta have like a ring post.
You gotta hit that guy with a truck, bro.
Let's talk about after the fight. This was your
Never got a hell of a
big
chin.
money. I mean, there's always speculation, right? I'm the pocket watcher here. I'm not gonna ask how much money you made, right? There's reports, but I want to know once it's settled in, like,
what was the report? What was the report?
The Canelo fight.
Tell them what's the reports? Tell them the numbers.
Some people,
what they were saying, 12.
Some people say 8, 10, 12. It was all over the place, right? Yeah. It was millions, right? Yeah. Over 10 million. That's what they were saying. I just want to know, what's the first thing that you purchased once that wire came through?
Hey, Barack. Hey, he be funny as hell. He really be wanting to know about the money, man.
I just want to know, what's the first thing that you purchased once that...
He said, I'm the pocket watcher here. It's crazy.
Shit.
Like personal...
Oh, first thing? Oh, I bought a Richard Millie.
What was that?
Richard Millie.
It was like 180.
180 grand.
But that's like a good investment, though, because...
Okay,
no, it is.
The whole value?
No, because it holds value.
Does it?
Yeah.
What is it worth now?
200, like it goes up, and that's like the stock. It's like a stock. What I'm saying? Right now it's like 220.
You sat here and said, "Yeah, I'm thinking about. I'm working on buying my mom's a house."
This was a long time ago.
I know, but I didn't have. But that's the thing. Like, my mentality now, compared to, like.
It was that 3? How many years ago was that? 3
It was like, no, it was 2 years ago.
That was
But I grew after this fight, after like everything I've been through, like at dark place, everything I've been through from my last fight. Well, you know, the fight last year to now, I'm a different human, bro.
You always I'm trying to stop somebody from spending their money. Let them get that out of the system.
I'm a human.
So
like,
the way he is now is the way I would have helped him to become.
I'm a different man, bro. I'm a different man. Like,
so no more jewelry shopping right now. For now,
I'm chilling right now. Yeah, I want to become more of a champion, bro.
And ain't nothing wrong with shopping with jewelry. I'm just shopping for jewelry. I'm just saying you should have your investments beforehand.
It made me realize too, like, not knowing I'm a fighter, it made me realize, like, my spending habits, like really watching, like, how I spend money. I was like, damn, like, boxing ain't forever. You know what I mean? And I was like, shit, like, I don't want to keep like, having to like live fight by fight.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I need to fight because I'm.
That's just some real talk there. They trying to tell him, hey man, get them investments in order. Hell with that dumbass jewelry.
Running low on money, you know, stuff like that. Just like rebranding myself, you know what I mean? Like how I talk, podcasts and TV, and how I dress. Right. Doing a lot of things like I want to do like stuff like I want to open up. I want to do like a run club. You know what I'm saying, for health, right. for you know what I'm saying, for kids, and push the movement. Like you could do anything. You know what I mean? I just want to go on like on a positive route. You know what I mean? Humble, positive, just change everything about me so that way brands could be more interested with me. You know what I'm saying? And I can make more money. Because you used to look at outside the ring.
Hell with that. Let me get to the ZUFFA part.
I'm missing out stuff and just push a good movement. You know what I'm saying, for the kid. It's when you grow the most. You know what I'm saying, and that's exactly what happened. I feel like now I'm just in a better state of mind. I think right now, me just staying locked in, I know for sure, man, none of these guys gonna beat me.
Is it still important for you to be a world champion?
Yeah, that's what I'm aiming for. I want a belt so bad, bro.
So talk to me about the ZUFFA thing, which that's where I'm starting with that question, because initially when ZUFFA launched, they pushed the ZUFFA belt and they talk negatively about the sanctioned bodies. But now it seems like it's changed a little bit. Whatever fighter signed to ZUFFA and that want to fight, pursue a world title, they're embracing that as well, right?
Yeah.
So what was the conversation with you, Keith, Dana, Nick about you being champion and still being with ZUFFA?
Not yet, for sure. You know, just we negotiated that in the contract. You know what I mean? Like that. You know, we could go out there and we could make any fight happen, whichever fight we want. You know what I mean? And we could fight for whatever title we want as well. Okay. You know, yeah, that was about it. It wasn't nothing like it wasn't no going back and forth about it or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? It was cool with it. You know,
so to set the record clear, like ZUFFA,
yeah, he don't.
and Shakur alluded to this as well. They're willing to work with anybody to make the big fights.
Yeah, for sure. You know, Dana knows was at stake with us. You know what I'm saying? He knows that. You know, he signed. We was one of the biggest signings that he got signed to ZUFFA. You know what I mean? And we pushing ZUFFA heavy. You know what I mean? I'm backing ZUFFA. The way they're backing me up is tremendous, man. And shout out to Dana. You know what I mean? Shout out to Nick Khan, bro. They do an amazing job. You know what I'm saying?
Is it a multi-fight deal?
Yeah, multi-fight deal. Yeah.
How many fights?
I think about 5. You know what I mean? And I just, to be honest, bro, I wanna make history with them. You know what I mean? I want to become a world champion. I want to make crazy bag with them and just keep building that brand. You know what I'm saying? They the biggest. They got WWE, they got UFC, now they got boxing. You know, so it's pretty dope. Huh?
I mean, you've been with other promotional companies as well, big promotional companies, Boom and Top Rank. Do you feel like so far, even though you only had one fight with them, that they dealt with you the best?
Yeah, for sure.
How so?
Just because of this, like, just the tension, the branding, you know, like even before the fight, like I was at the UFC event back in I think April, and they played Baby Mama, my song Baby Mama in the stadium. You know what I mean? It was giving me crazy media press. And I already knew Dana's a marketing genius. You see what he does with the UFC. You know what I'm saying? And he's gonna do the same thing with boxing. And he knows, like, he told me in the meeting, I remember he told me this when we first sat down with him. He said, dude, like he said, he said, yo, you're not even supposed to be able to walk by yourself in New York, like without a crowd of people wanting to jump on you.
That's what
but yeah, but it comes with branding. You know what I'm saying? You got to build that brand. That brand has to be immaculate. You have to put that brand up here. And he was like, that's the only way it's gonna work. You know what I mean? He was like, you a star, kid. He was like, wow. Like, and right there I already know. I was like, yo, this dude knows. Yeah, he knows.
Speaking of Baby Mama, that song, right?
Yeah.
First off, there are a lot of artists and athletes that try to make music, right?
I don't want to hear about no music, but that ZUFFA bag is the one, man. That's what it's boiled down to. They paying like nobody else, man. Let me see. I don't want to miss it. Yeah, man. He put it out there. ZUFFA paid more than Canelo, and that's crazy because you went over there and he fought Steven Butler. He ain't fight nobody super crazy over there. You get me? Like, and he's still getting paid, and that's just something that they're doing. So you can't ask somebody that does something like boxing for a living, risk they health, and then they have an opportunity to go somewhere and do the same kind of job, but for more money, and they not supposed to take it because of what? It don't make no financial sense. Like, nah, that's what you a prize fighter. You want the biggest prize each and every time you step out there. And I would guess that would be the case for all of these guys, right? You want the most money possible every time out. You know what I'm saying? Anything less is foolish, right? You getting in there, man. Ain't no redos, man. You go out there and lose, should be over, man. That's the end of that money. You know what I'm saying? You could forget about it. Key didn't earn it according to the fans. Self-righteousness. What kind of DEEBO is that? Yeah. I mean, look, this is how you know it was never no extra $1 million though. This is why you know this. This is why you know. I'm telling you, a bunch of games being played, man. But they better take their win and move on and go make a fight. I'll say if you got more money to put up for anything, go make the fight. Any of them fights. Go make any of them. Let's keep rolling, bro. Y'all hit the like button, man. Something I wanted to talk about. I seen my guy Greg Hackett. He was over there getting interviewed by YSM, and he was talking about something. I seen the topic. He said Shakur was saved by the Olympics or something to that effect. You gonna get to it. The DEEBO shit is just the most confusing. It was a marketing ploy for sure, man, but nah. Said the Olympics saved Shakur. That's what he said. Shout out to GHB, man. I just wanted to hear the conversation. We're gonna talk about it.
Boxing GH.
What's up?
I've seen guys like you,
I'll just say this though, and we'll move on past that. Even after them negotiations and that purse bid fell apart, and it was essentially over money, you still having the same money problems with these other opponents. So it's going to be either you're going to fight somebody even different than the guys that we thinking, or somebody going to have to get paid more, or they going to finally fold and just accept less. But if they do that, then it is what it is. But let's get into this, man.
Andre Ward, guys like Roy, you name it. Complain about the game and how it is today, how fighters are moving, the business of it, fights that should happen, that's just not happening, excuses, the whole nine.
Yeah.
When you take the temperature of boxing today,
yeah,
what does it read? What is your thermometer reading at?
I mean, we had a low temperature because it's not about fighting anymore. You know what I mean? It's about what you can sell, and it's about what you can sell and give as less as possible as a performance. Meaning, you want to be able to put on a great performance against a low level opponent. You know what I'm saying? And tell people that was a great fight. So basically, you try to sell this bullshit. You know what I mean? And they want people to buy it. So it's like the value of boxing is dropping. The value of the fighter is dropping because nobody's looking to be in great fights. They looking to steal money. You know what I mean? So it's like we just, you know, everybody, it's like a scamming. It turned into like a scamming game. You know what I'm saying? Boxing.
I'm not going to lie, man. To a degree, like what he's saying makes sense, man. Some people be trying to, you know, get over. And I just think that comes with the game. I think anytime that people feel like it's a way to maneuver and get more money out of a situation, they're going to do it. But some people do it in a way that you can't respect, right? Like you said, it's almost like stealing money, right? Guys want to give you BS fights, but they want to get paid like kings. And I get that's why some of the people have a problem with ZUFFA, because it seemed like they willing to pay extra for people that's not worth it, right? But I don't think that's going to be something that's going to be long term. I just think that's right now to get people to go sign over there to generate interest and wanting to be a part of ZUFFA. So we're going to see how it play out. But I'm with GHB with that one, man. People do be these fighters do be trying to kind of rob the bank, right? Is what they call you give you a weak fight and try to make it seem like it was better than what it is. Shit, we seeing it right
clear
now.
That boxing is like that because you'll have guys who are on a lower level, 10-0, 5-0, 15-0, and they saying, I'm the best, and they not there trying to challenge themselves. Because if you look at the rankings in boxing, there's a lot of guys we don't talk about that can fight.
Yes.
And they never get a shot. And then by the time they get a shot, 33 years old. And you like, well, where the fuck was this guy at all this time?
Albert Bell.
And we thinking it's because he's doing something wrong, but really, he just was a bad matchup for so many other guys. And he was such a bad matchup to the point, you know, they would act like he didn't exist. So what they do is with guys like that, well, he needs to market himself and he needs to, like, bro, you asking me to go to school, get my education in boxing, and after doing that for 12 to 15 years, now you're asking me to go to school for marketing. It's hard to do. That's like asking somebody who's going to school for marketing to then after.
If you as a boxer, you're an independent contractor. You are in boxing as a business, so I think these fighters should be more hands-on with their business. I think they should be more business-oriented, as Bud put it, right? I think you should be more hands-on with your business, right? And that don't mean ruin fights and opportunities for yourself, but you want to learn as much of the game as possible. You don't want to just be a boxer. Them days of just being a boxer, I think, is over. And I think that's what we seeing. People don't like it. It's going to come with some good. It's going to come with some bad, but I think that's just what it is. You know what I mean? Think about it. You fighting for your life. Why wouldn't you be a bit business oriented when it come to that? You want to be crossing T's, dotting I's. You want to make sure you on point when you handling business, right? Out there fighting for your life. Can't rely on people to do all the business for you. I think you should be involved. I think you should be hands down. I mean, you know what I mean? Hands on with your own business.
After they done getting a degree or whatever it is in marketing, now I need you to learn how to fight. Like, damn. Like, all I was supposed to be doing was trying to market something to you. I was trying to sell something to you. That's all I was trying to do. Now you want me to fight? So then reverse it. All right, I had to learn how to fight and become a really good fighter. May have won a bunch of national titles, but because I wasn't focused on marketing, I'm not shit. You know what I mean? So you don't get a shot nowadays. That's the fucked up thing about boxing. So the guys we do see and the guys we do hear about, we think they the best. We really think so. And they haven't been challenged, really. Now, is every fight a fight? Yes, it is. But it's a lot easier when you know this guy you get ready to fight. He's 26-4, but he got 8 knockouts. What does that tell you right away? He ain't a big puncher. Then when you watch him on tape, his feet slow. All right, I got him. I'm going to fight him. But then that 26-4 look good versus your 15-0. So you like, I just beat a guy 26-4. But the whole time, you knew he couldn't punch. You knew his feet was slow. And his training situation is probably like an average, you know what I'm saying? He get off of work, he go to the gym at 4 o'clock. He train till 7. Old man in his corner. Couple guys in the gym helping, but nothing real serious. You know what I'm saying?
But can't that be deceptive though? Because there's a lot of dudes who records might not be right. When you look at them on paper, you look at the tape, you see things you can capitalize on, and then when you get in there that night, that they humming that shit.
Yeah. It can be deceptive, yeah. Is that possible? And that's why I said every fight is a fight. The thing is, when you pay attention to the numbers, most of the time is right. Most of the time it is right. It's something right about it. Like me, I put myself in a fucked up situation that most wouldn't be able to survive. But what they was right about is, this motherfucker is too small. There's no way. What does that mean? I'm hitting a light heavyweight. He's 6'2", he's 6'3". My punch don't feel like what an actual light heavyweight punch would feel like me hitting him. I'm hitting him clean, but it's not as effective. Therefore, he ain't really got too much to worry about. Or I'm only 5'6". Average light heavyweight 6'1", 6'2", 6'3", 6'4".
Yo, for
you know what I'm
real.
saying? They big guys.
Fighting these big ass dudes.
Already you have the advantage. You already on the A side. You already, you know what I'm saying? You got the advantages. So me putting myself in that fucked up situation, I did myself a disservice. But at the same time, that's boxing. I am what boxing is. They look for the guy.
I got y'all. I got a
advantage
conversation with the
I had no
DEEBO
business
too.
fighting at
I got
68,
y'all. Yeah, DEEBO.
75, things like that. But going into the game the way I did, not having a support system, not having a team to really break this shit down to me, I just went for it. I said, fuck it, and I went for it. When you think about it, that's boxing. Because when you look at these guys' records, they'll fight an undefeated guy. Guess what? It'll be at 135 pounds. But the undefeated guy that you're fighting, he 10-0 at 126 pounds.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People don't really look back and pay attention to shit like that. They just like, well, he beat the undefeated here, and that guy was on the... Yeah, but he was 5'5", and he was fighting at 122. And this fight was at 140. And that was shit was 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So
it seems, I feel like what gets misconstrued is when you hear people constantly talk about names. Oh, I want to see him fight a name.
Yeah.
It seems like names are guys who are popular on social media.
Yeah.
That gets talked about on YouTube, gets talked about on Twitter, maybe has a bunch of back and forths.
Yeah.
What's the difference between a name, a good fighter? Like, how does the two combine?
You mean what's the difference between a name and a good fighter?
Yeah,
so a guy who don't have a name compared to a guy who has a name? Is that what you're saying?
No, basically, if a dude doesn't have a name, if a dude's not popular on social media wise in today's climate,
right,
they're considered a bum. They're considered a can. Fans say they want to see a name. And there's dudes with names that don't have accomplishments. So I'm like, when does the two merge?
They merge with a guy like Shakur. What I mean is Shakur is everything they say he is. But if he wasn't an Olympian, he wouldn't be heard of. The Olympics saved Shakur. Top rank saved Shakur. Here's why I say that. Shakur would be that good, but when you win the Olympics or you medal top 3, you are definitely one of the best fighters in the world coming out of the amateurs. So you're something to look at. When we watch him on TV, he turns pro and he's fighting the guys he's fighting at 26, and he's looking the way he's looking, very youthful. His output is pretty good. He going to guys' body, he punching on these guys. He looking good. Oh, he's nice. I can't wait till he really get to, be in his prime. But you get guys like Tony Harrison, who didn't go to the Olympics, who had a hell of a role, got there, but he didn't have the grooming of a Shakur. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I know people are going to watch this and give pushback, but I think you're 1,000% right. Yeah. Because when you look at a Shakur Stevenson, and Cole, I know you're going to watch this, but this is the God honest truth. When you look at a Shakur Stevenson, he is everything that they would have avoided.
Right.
Not necessarily a fan-friendly style.
Right.
Whereas he's going to be more defensive-minded, not going to land punches on him.
Right.
And so he's going to dominate you with a couple of things. He doesn't need to pull out everything in his tool belt.
Right.
So, yeah, not really a fan-friendly style. And it's not going to be a whole lot of knockouts.
Right.
He's not going to, like, even though he pop his shit, he's not this, extraordinary personality where he's doing all this nut-ass shit or nothing like that. So, yeah, I agree.
And look, I know when you see it, like, oh, the Olympics saved them, it's like, they provided context. I know it sounds like they might just be taking a stab at him, but I don't think so. I think like what he's saying makes some sense. He is the kind of guy that, like, they think about it, with the Olympics, with Top Rank, they still avoid him. We know what it is. Real ones know. He still has been avoided, even with the push in the backing. He still had trouble getting certain guys in the ring, even with Top Rank. So it's not. I don't think they saying it the wrong way. I think being as good enough to be a top 2, top 3 in the Olympics it helped you situate yourself coming into the game. Whereas when you remove the Olympics from his career, which you obviously can't. Now you're talking about a guy that they love to hate. And without proving yourself at the highest of levels as an amateur, it might be 3 times as hard to break through. You know, the way he has, like I said, even with the blessing and the backing and how good he proven to be, he's still kind of just now kind of getting his just due, even with that being the case. So imagine without the Olympics, having a silver medal, without Top Rank rocking with you. But that's just part of his story. So when he said it saved him, I think it definitely kept the doors open, right? Where you couldn't ignore him because he proven to be one of the absolute best. So you was going to deal with him a certain way, right? And then he got a good team behind him to complement the style. So I get what they saying. I definitely get what they saying, bro. Think about it. The way they criticize him and critique him now, the way they dismiss the things that he's proven and accomplished, bro. You take those things away, now you definitely can't hear. You won't be hearing from him the way you are hearing about him the way you do now. But see, this is the beautiful thing about it. You know, without him being making the sacrifices, being on his A game, there would be no Olympics. It's not like the Olympics is a given. You had a ton of guys that try to go. Not saying that that's what they're saying, but I'm saying that it's not a given. You get me? So I wouldn't frame it as them saving him, right? Because without him putting that work in and earning his spot and proving to be one of the best fighters in the world, I don't think the situation unfolds the way it did for him. And even with that, he still had to fight his way through. So nothing has been given to him. Sometimes when people throw out the Olympics, it almost sounds like, well, yeah, man, he just lucky because that's not luck. That's not luck. That's dedication, that's determination, that's sacrifice, that's skill, that's talent, right? That's greatness. Proven to be one of the best fighters in the world, right? Falling a couple punches shy, having a gold medal. That's showing that you proved to be one of the best amateurs in the world. And that's just part of your story. So that's what helped him, right? His dedication, his commitment to the sport, his consistency, right? His winning mentality, his winning ways put him in position to be part of 2016, the Rio Olympics, right? And then the rest is history. So yeah, man, this just is a part of his story. Without it, yeah, it would be a lot tougher, I think, because people will find it so much easier to hate him because he wouldn't have the resume or the background to speak of. You wouldn't be able to say, I think without the Olympics, you know what I'm saying? I don't think he has one of the most highly anticipated pro debuts in the sport, right? So it's some things work hand in hand. Like maybe he couldn't afford to just be just another run-of-the-mill, a middle-of-the-pack kind of guy. So he decided to stand out, and that Olympic run allowed him to do that. You get what I'm saying? That experience there is priceless, and that shit made it so that they had to deal with him differently. You know what I'm saying? From the first fight all the way up until now. So it's just part of his journey, man. But I wouldn't say it saved him, but it definitely helped cultivate what you see is a successful career for a 4-division champion. You get what I'm saying? But I understand what GHB is saying, and sometimes people ain't gonna look past the title. Now you gotta listen to what he's saying. He's not taking a shot at him. He's not dissing him. He started off by saying Shakur is everything they say he is, and he is that. But it's like these things are able to be said because he was able to prove it at once upon a time, and proving it is the reason why he's able to say that he's everything they say he is. You know what I'm saying? So I feel him. A good conversation.
Shakur, because of his talent in the amateurs, he didn't need a Bill Haney. Devin Haney needed a Bill Haney. I believe Bill
Listen
Haney
to
said,
it again. Now, Greg was cooking a minute ago, right? Let's see if Greg's still cooking. Let's see if he's still cooking. Listen again.
Devin Haney needed a Bill Haney. I believe Bill Haney said,
hold on. I want y'all to hear that.
Style,
right?
Whereas he's going to be more defensive minded,
right?
Not going to land punches on him,
right?
And so
I want y'all to hear what he's saying, and that's also not taking a dig at Dev. That's just the reality. He was a bit younger. Cole was a little older, not by much. Obviously, they're not that much older than each other, but he was just at a different point. He didn't need, and I've been saying this for years, he don't need no mouthpiece because his talent took care of that. That's what people don't get. He's always proven to be one of the absolute best. You get what I'm saying? He showed you that. He showed you all the way through the Olympics. He let you know that's what it was with him. Came in displaying more of the same, right? So he didn't need nobody to be his mouthpiece. He didn't need nobody to spearhead this Don King type. You're the best in the world. It's the best that ever lived. Like, he didn't need that. He didn't need the smoke and mirror or the fluff. But when you're a younger guy that not old enough to make the Olympics, maybe you wasn't as talented as the other guy, but you still was good and you worked every bit as hard, right? So that's going to come with a little bit more of the bells and the whistles. And at the end of the day, everybody's path is different. It still worked out for Devin, right? The work ethic alone, the sparring stories, all that stuff. But I just wanted to highlight that when you talented like that, you don't need the fluff. You don't need the smoke and mirrors. You just don't need it. You just don't need it at all.
He's going to dominate you with a couple of things. He doesn't need to pull out everything in his tool belt.
Right.
So, yeah, not really a fan-friendly style. And it's not going to be a whole lot of knockouts.
Right.
He's not going to, like, even though he pop his shit, he's not this, you know, extraordinary personality where he's doing all this nut-ass shit or nothing like that. So, yeah, I agree.
Like this. Shakur, because of his talent in the amateurs, he didn't need a Bill Haney. Devin Haney needed a Bill Haney. I believe Bill Haney said, my son not gonna win the Olympics. He might not even make the team, but he can fight. He a bad motherfucker.
Facts.
And I learned the game. So I'm gonna navigate him because I know that's gonna be some part of the pushback too. Well, what about Dev? He ain't win the Olympics. Yeah, but hell of a promoter, hell of a manager. And Bill Haney, he knew how to market his son. He knew how to move him. Shakur did what he needed to do in the amateurs to become what he is today. But like you said, if he didn't do that in the amateurs, he would be unheard of today because they would avoid him.
Yes.
Like Winky Wright. Winky Wright didn't get to Winky Wright, so he was like,
they would avoid him, but you positioned yourself in a way because of your talent, your skills, your commitment and dedication, and the success because of all of those things being on the same page. You put yourself in a position where they just can't completely ignore you because you've proven it, right? So think about it. Some people still have went the opposite way when it came time to fighting, but overall, guys, you're going to look crazy because you can make good money fighting them. Some of the most money you ever made in your career, you can make that with them because of the name and the accomplishments. That's more the accolades just being proven. It's something good that comes with beating them. So, and even with that, it's still a big risk that some guys ain't willing to take. You know what I mean? Stylistically, just a bad matchup for guys, and they don't be wanting to go out there and get embarrassed, even if it is for a vacant title with the most money they ever been offered. Just ask Loma.
"50 fights in." Winky Wright was like 50 fights in by the time we like, oh yeah, Winky Wright. We like Winky Wright. Yeah, he's a good fighter. But it's like, damn, he had to go all the way overseas and hold it down to become something, to stay in the rankings.
Right. He would be the epitome of the avoided fighter.
Right.
Because you remember the no black fighter rule?
Yeah.
Right? You can't hit him. Put it like this, to beat a Shakur Stevenson, you have to be special.
Yeah. Right.
Ain't no regular dudes going in there and getting over on them.
Yeah.
You like the guy that they say, what? Oh, you know.
Say it again, Mel.
Yeah. Right? You can't hit him. Put it like this, to beat a Shakur Stevenson, you have to be special.
Yeah. Right.
Ain't no regular dudes going in there and getting over on them.
Yeah.
You like the guy that they say, what? Oh, you know, all it takes is one shot.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get that shot.
Yeah. That was great.
And so, if he
said without saying it, that's what you're relying on, that one shot. Pack a lunch, because it's gonna be a long night. It's gonna be a long, frustrating night too. Pack a lunch.
He doesn't have that pedigree. If he doesn't have the USA push with the Olympic push, a dude from Newark, a mixed kid from Newark. Oh, you're not getting. You're not getting a shot.
Yeah, you're not getting a shot.
They gonna ignore the out of him, bro. They gonna try to avoid him like the plague. Shit, look at Albert Bell, 33 years old, just getting a title shot, and what people don't include, it was due to a technicality. It's crazy, man. Crazy, man. Crazy.
Shakur would be like Albert Bell. Albert Bell,
yeah,
was there so many times, and it just for some reason the business trumped him.
Yeah,
and then by the time we hear about him, he fighting his young boy, and he 33 years old, and you know his first title shot is against a 21-year-old. Disrespectful. Disrespectful. But again, 6 foot, 135 pounds, 130 pounds. Of course, it was gonna be hard for him, especially if you don't got the right people with you.
Yeah, and that's what it's about, man. You gotta have that team. Now, I respect both of their paths, but I highlight that because it's real. You notice it might have sounded like he was taking a shot at Cord, but he really wasn't. He really wasn't. He gave him his respect. He didn't take no shot at Dev either. He just was telling you what it was. Your core talent made it so he didn't need nobody speaking for him, right? Talent spoke for itself. Like when you came in the gym or was in a tournament, like you knew, oh, that's one of them ones. You get what I'm saying? And like he said, bro, being from Jersey, North, mixed kid, bro, and not having the right team and not having the right situation, yeah, it'll make it very hard. As boxing game, hard as hell to succeed in it. You know what I'm saying? How talented Hitchens is, and look how hard it was from the breakthrough and finally get that title opportunity. It's real. This shit just real, man. Like it's real. It's this one of the, I think, to me, one of the toughest sports to succeed in, especially be at the top and then stay there, because your people only support you for so long. You get what I'm saying? Only support you for so long. Yeah, he did. Shout out to Damon. He did. He caught him with that. He caught him out of position, man. He caught him with a good shot that Peter did. But man, I like that conversation from GHB, man. It was a good conversation, man. You know what I'm saying? His Olympic run and having a good team behind him and then being pushed, I think, by Top Rank as far as they pushed him, and him continuing to win his fights obviously put him in the position he in now where he could kind of get his just due a little bit more. But let's keep rolling. I got something else. Damon, you ain't gonna like this one, man. Damon ain't gonna like this one. I kept talking about DEEBO, so I figured I implement a little DEEBO into the mix, man. Johnny Ortiz, man, he has something to tell y'all. He has something to tell y'all DEEBO guys, man. You know what I'm saying? Do. Eddie Snick ass tried to say he couldn't sell Hitchens, and look how talented he is. Nah, I don't think he a snake. It's just reality. He ain't a huge ticket seller, Damon. He's not lying. Think about it. If he was, why wouldn't he just push him? You know what I'm saying? If he was, why wouldn't he just push him? That would be bad business to have a guy that's a big ticket seller and you're not willing to push him. So I don't think it's Eddie being a snake. It's Eddie being real. Know what I mean? When you're not as big as a ticket seller, it's going to call, you get me, and you want to get paid like one, it's going to be more expensive to put on your fights, and then you run the risk of not making your money back in the fight.
Yeah, man. Finally crossing over?
Everybody hit the like button,
yeah. I got to give you the Beijing tutorial.
Yeah, that's a lot of work. I got like 5 different things going on that I got to get clutched with by August. This is a lot. You've been giving me, you see the little stress hairs. Once I get these projects out together in a situation, them joints turn right black. Stress is the key.
Yeah, you heard what Winky said, Dante. Shout out to my dog, man. How long it took Hagler. Also, facts. It was a career middleweight. Didn't move nowhere. It took him a long time. It'd be taking guys a long time to get their just due, fam.
So what's good with you, Johnny?
And he was a dog, a complete
chilling right
dog.
now, man. Besides, got a lot of stuff going on, basketball world, boxing, a lot of stuff going on for sure. So yeah, it's been a lot.
Basketball. Shout out to Eddie B. Jr., man.
Oh yeah, Lil Egg, getting his name out there right now. Young bull, he going in. They won the 14s. 14s won. Team final, won the whole EYBL for the 14s, which is
he's the number one 8th grade or number one 8th grade point guard, or is it 9th grade?
He going to 9th grade. He's up. He's up.
How do they do that with the classifications?
He's a 9th grade. He's up. He's up there, but I think they got Rondo's son #1 at point guard, and then
Eddie better than him.
Then you got the,
even though Rondo's son is nice.
Yeah, tall African kid that played for the Scholars. David is his first name. David. I can't pronounce his last name. He's right up there too. He's probably #1. He's the kid's like 6'11".
As far as boxing goes, I'm saying Bill Haney pushing Boosie versus DEEBO. Undisputed for undisputed. That's when he sees that fight happening. For me, I don't think the timelines is realistic, but I'm on record saying that. What's your thoughts?
I mean, if he didn't get the Rolly fight for unification, it's probably going to be a little longer for your man DEEBO. You know, that's your cousin DEEBO. To get it,
y'all still on?
yeah, cousin DEEBO, Uncle Bill. Your cousin DEEBO is going to be longer for him to get it because he ain't fighting for unification. If he would have fought Rolly, I could have probably seen him like, all right, we fight Rolly. Let's get the Ryan Garcia, Conor Benton winner, and however. But yeah, I don't see it happening. Well, I don't be like Shakur. Oh, you want to challenge? Go up. But I think Dev there's a lot of money fights in this division. So,
do you think if you'd have got like Liam Paro or Rolly, that would have?
Yeah, but it would have made more reasonable because you could tell Boots most likely fighting Josh Kelly next. Then after that, he going after Fundora. That's a whole undisputed ring right there.
Yeah, that's an undisputed ring.
So we talking most 3 fights.
Barring one thing that I didn't factor in with the timeline is potential rematch clauses. Mm-hmm. If Josh.
Shout out to my baby girl, Miss Just too. Hey, honey. Look, one of the things that Devin does have on his side, like, let's put it in perspective, man. He's a very good compliment in a lot of ways to what Devin is, because Devin is not the biggest or the boldest speaker, obviously, right? But Bill fills in that and then some, right? He fills that gap and then some because of his mouthpiece and his promotion. He did, like Big B-Lo, what you say with the DEEBO thing. He do make people say it, whether it's good or bad. I don't think it's a bad thing. I just get annoyed when people overdo it with the DEEBO shit. Like, to me, and I mean this respectfully for anybody that's calling themselves that means that you're willing to take on any and every single challenge, right? And this is just me. This is me. Maybe it's my Jersey bias, but I doubt it. If you are DEEBO and you calling people out, you go see about them, right? You make the fights, and it's just been a lot of static. It's been a lot of like pump faking, but that's what come with the game, man. I do think this guy will take challenges. He clearly will. He'll fight guys, right? He's no sucker at all, fam. But some of these fights are just a bit unrealistic. The Boots one is unrealistic, fam. Like, that's the timelines. Like, think about it. And they say, Devin is his cousin. YSM, but he's saying it like he not knocking Devin, but he like, yo, they timelines don't even add up. The timelines don't make sense for the fight that we try to be pushed right now. But his fans, they overzealous and they want to say he'll fight everybody right now. But the reality of it is, Boots is not on the docket, man. He might be on the list, but he ain't on no docket, fam. So I don't think so. Shout out to my baby girl. Let's keep going, though, man. Said they ever called Devin DEEBO
that's going to tie Boots up till what, 2020 till 2027.
Yeah, so it's definitely it's tough. It depends on. That's why I was like, depends on the timeline and the situation. I know Devin Haney ain't fighting for unification next, so he got at least an extra bout under him, and it seems like him and Rolly ain't gonna come to agreement. So I doubt that's fight happening. So he should be saying, "Oh, I want that unification."
You really, I'm with Johnny. He got money fights at 47 potentially, right? potentially. I know Ryan is the one for sure, or the winner of that fight could be a money fight. But the thing is securing the fights and making them. You know what I'm saying? But Damon, you really see that fight happening later down the line? You ever see them being in the same weight class with each other, bro? You see them being at 54, or 60? I don't see Devin ever being at 60, and I don't ever see him being in the same weight class with Boots. That's one of the number one reasons why I don't think he's gonna fight him. Right? It has nothing to do with being scared, but that's not a fight that it's not a fight that's in your way. It would be very ambitious for you to take on that fight. The respect that I think that you would gain from the boxing world would be endless if you even got in the ring with Boots. But that shit ain't never happening. It's a fantasy fight, fam. That shit is not happening. You heard what Johnny say. DEEBO gonna end up in the hospital if he fight Boots, man. Shit gonna be all bad.
Maybe against Ryan Garcia and who got the IBF Catterall?
No, Liam Paro. He tried to negotiate with Liam Paro.
And it didn't happen?
It's reports that Liam Paro outpriced himself. I can't say that until I hear the number that was asked for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't go by what somebody else is saying.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I hope your Uncle Bill is on a time frame instead of just trying to talk circles because he knows it's not going to happen. But
it's not.
I mean, I think we spoke about this before. That 147. We talked about Boots' timeline. Boot gets undisputed. They talked that Virgil Ortiz stuff. I was like, who knows? Maybe Ryan Garcia.
Hey yo, Big B-Lo. One of them is pushing it. They got a video that shit is over 53K with them saying Boots. I mean, Devin called Boots out for a fight at 154 with no tune-up. You can't make this up, yo. It's a pure lie, but they pushing it. They pushing the Boot stuff right now. And I'm just like, it's ignorant to do. It's not a good fight right now because, for one, they're not in the same weight class. We're getting so desperate for fights and entertainment that we forcing it, and you can't force it. They're not going to be at 54 together. That's my opinion. I don't see it. And if they do, I'll never see them fighting each other. I just don't. You see that picture right there? Do you see the picture I got up here? And do you see the ambulance? Like, yo, listen. This picture is a depiction of what would probably happen, fam. Like, I'm not 154 with no tune-up. You just gonna go right up in there and play with him and one mixtape? Nah, and one mixtape? Nah, no way. No way, Jose. Leave that beast alone, fam.
Or Devin Haney will be around, and I think that'll be a bigger fight than Virgil Ortiz. So who knows what the situation is, but I don't see Devin Haney moving up the fight boost. I just don't see that. they know. They don't want DEEBO to be in the hospital. He's gonna feel like got hit by a brick by Greg. I don't see it. I like the Haneys, but I think Bill is smart. Bill know how to use the media. You know, he use y'all. Wrap up, get rotations, get people talking, but I don't see it happening. But I would, on his mind, he's a smart dude.
It seems like, first, let me pay respects. I think Bill is a master of what he does. He controls the algorithm.
Real quick, I'm so tired of it. Damon, you annoyed me. I didn't say that about Norman. And just, you got to stop typing and putting lies on my name. Damon, you just be listening to boxing, and you probably got your channels that you listen to. I got people that hit me up and let me know about certain information that you won't be privy to. I know people that personal relationships with Bill Haney. Talk to him on the phone, got his number, all this stuff, fam. I'm going to tell you for the last time, Damon, when I spoke about that fight potentially not happening, it's because your Lord and Savior, Extra Mill Bill, was telling a certain individual whose name I won't mention to call Team Norman and tell them they don't want the fight, fam. Do you hear me? That they really don't want to fight him. They should be getting money together, but they was talking shit. So, we had to, but we really don't want to fight him. You think I would make that up? Do you think somebody would call my phone and just make up a lie? That's something that was really going on. Brian Norman and them got the call first about the fight. So when they said, "Oh, I'm looking for that what do you say, that bad man Brian Norman or something like that," and he said, "You ain't got to look for me, I'm pulling up." He said that because they got offered to fight first. That I wouldn't lie on them. It was Team Haney. That was Bill saying something about it, not wanting to fight. You get what I'm saying? It don't matter. Now you switching it. You just said I said the fight. I said the same thing. No, I didn't say that. I said, yeah, I picked them to win. Yes. What's your point? He's like it's like I feel like I'm talking to a kid or something. Like I gotta, you know what? I got you. Let's get back to this clip.
Yeah. But it seems like
this is what we should be talking about. The fight that y'all keep pushing. Y'all want this fight? Go get it. Go get it.
Use the media. You know, he use y'all. Wrap up, get rotations, get people talking.
Facts. Let's go back. Let's hear what Johnny had to say again.
Spoke
We're
about
not
this
even
before.
talking about Brian
147. We talked about
Brian
Boots timeline. Boot gets undisputed.
And who won?
They talked that Virgil Ortiz stuff. I was like, who knows? Maybe Ryan Garcia or Devin Haney will be around, and I think that'll be a bigger fight than Virgil Ortiz. So who knows what the situation is, but I don't see Devin Haney moving up to fight Boots. I just don't see it. They know. They don't want DEEBO to be in a hospital. He's gonna feel like got hit by a brick by Greg. I don't see it. I like the Haneys, but I think Bill is smart. Bill know how to use the media. You know, he use y'all. Wrap up, get rotations, get people talking.
Facts.
But I don't see it happening. But on his mind, he's a smart dude.
It seems like,
see, he is a smart dude. You know what I'm saying? He is a smart guy. You know what I'm saying? This is why I don't like Devin Haney fans. Because they say anything. They really, you know what? Okay. Damon, you probably one comment away, and I won't even talk about your Lord and Savior Devin Haney no more. I'm gonna say this again. Big B-Lo, you might have people that lie to you. They might lie to you. But the guy that I spoke to knows Bill Haney personally, fam. No information that he's ever given me was false or foul or didn't pan out. You get what I'm saying? Just like I know full well that Brian Norman Jr. wants the rematch with Devin Haney, but they don't want that fight because they say he don't deserve it. See, y'all don't know that, but I do. So while they sitting here shopping around for all these fights, that rematch is there, right? They could fight him because he with it, but yeah, I don't push it, but I know that. I know this, you know what I'm saying? So, nah, I'm going to go with the word of a trusted guy that has never told me a lie, not one time. Never. He's never told me a lie. So, you know. So they so proud of Norman fight. They better be. He said Boots is available to fight Devin right now. Average Joe, what up? Talking about everything with the Ryan rematch. I don't think they really I think the way they said they what's Gertz? What's good, homie? Yeah, that's my guy. Where you been at? Yeah, they get crazy. Everybody got to be lying when it's about Devin. Everybody's lying on him, but you seeing this shit pan out. You know what I'm saying? The only one that's telling the truth is Bill, right? The same guy that can't validate nothing. Yeah, yeah. True. I wonder now, thinking about it, looking back at it, Blaze, I wonder why he did. I had a rematch clause in there. Wonder why he did.
First, let me pay respects. I think Bill is a master of what he does. He controls the algorithm. He feeds the streets.
Yeah.
But it seems like
shout out to Bill, man. I appreciate you, Bill.
He has like a utility belt of moves that he pulls out from time to time. And one of the moves is he's going to put Dev in conversations with any and everybody that has motion.
Yeah.
No, that's why Bill know what he's doing. That's why I was like, Bill's smart. He knows not to put Dev in there with Boots.
If it were to happen stylistically, how would it look?
Boots would stop that. There's nothing I can see that be like, How does
He ain't
this
fighting
be
no Boots.
a tough fight? If
In my
Dev run
opinion.
around, he ain't gonna be able to keep away because Boots is just as fast, probably, and I think he got faster even hand speed than Dev. Way stronger, more explosive, better inside fighter. I think Devin Smart likes to stick to his game plan, but it's gonna be too much.
Some people feel like since Karen Chikazan was able to have success with movement, and they consider Dev to be a much better fighter, then they kind of do the triangle theory where it's okay, if Dev is better than Karen, and Karen was able to not get stopped and win a couple of rounds, then Dev will be able to do X.
I think if they matched up, I would edge Dev on a work rate. It'd probably be a boring fight. I'll probably edge Dev. But certain stuff that Karen does that Dev don't do, and Karen moves his head a lot. Dev don't. Just having footwork and moving around the ring is gonna be hard to maintain that against Boots, especially for 12 rounds. So it's going to be too much pressure, too accurate. And against somebody like that, you're going to have to. Against somebody like Boots, you're going to have to aim to pick. Go on the inside, and I don't see just Dev being able to just take that chance. At least Karen was moving around and stuff like that, but he was also moving his head in the inside. He was just trying to gauge. That was
Karen was moving around and losing. I just don't see. He ain't say he had better head movement. He said he moved his head more than Devin. I think that's what he said. He said he moved his head more. He moved his head a lot more than Devin. Devin don't move his head.
It's all around just a bad style matchup for him when it comes to Dev.
Is this a fight that should be talked about, entertained, or is this just Bill feeding the YouTube streets?
I mean, Bill keep on. If Bill keep on talking that shit, you gotta entertain it. That's the thing. I can't be like it can't be entertained because dude, you 147. Y'all one weight class apart. You keep on mentioning his name and mentioning people at 154, like when he was mentioning Xander Zayas. It's gonna put it. It's gonna build motion towards them fighting.
This shit crazy.
Instead of him, like to me, he had motion with the smaller guys like Shakur and Tank. But the more you make it 154, more put Boots, people gonna want to see that, and they know he's a naturally 147 guy now. So yeah, it got to be entertaining.
If you were consulting with Dev, if you were managing Dev, which route would you go?
I'd tell him fuck though. I wouldn't even try to mention Boots. I'd tell him Boots is at 154, I'm at 147.
Exactly.
But like I
said,
that's
all to it.
You can't mention 154s, and then when they mention Boots, you can't be like, oh yeah, no, he's too big and all that. Like that's gonna make you look like a bitch. But you just gotta if I was a manager and handling I already straight said that I'd stay far. If I was someone, I'd stay far away from Boots. No, it's no advantages there. It's just no advantages I can see. Like nothing but not even.
I said it. No advantages, man. That's not a good fight right now.
If I was a manager and handling I already straight said that I'd stay far. If I was someone, I'd stay far away from Boots. No, it's no advantages there. It's just no advantages that I can see. Like nothing but not even the measurables. You don't got longer arms than Boots. Boots. That's why I was like, he's not faster. He's not more explosive. The only thing he does is like Boots. You know, Boots will get riled up, and he'll try to get him out of here and stuff like that. I think Dev is more cautious than Boots. But that ain't gonna mean nothing because I don't think he got anything to make Boots respect him. That's the issue.
Me neither.
Like,
Me neither.
And Boots ain't Brian Norman where he's flat-footed and stationary, right? Like Brian Norman's a robot. Same thing with what's his name? He's flat-footed. When you straight flat-footed, that's Devin Haney gonna give you problems all day. But that ain't Boots.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Vasyl, right? Shout out to Johnny. Look, I've said that too. I just don't see no advantages. And look, I don't think he ain't gonna die in there with Boots, but I think it'll be a bad loss because of the size differential and you not having no physical advantage whatsoever. Stylistically, I just think it's the wrong fight. I could be wrong. I'll be wrong for the second time, but look, I doubt it. I just don't think that's a fight you'll ever see. It's a fantasy matchup. It's a fantasy matchup. I said it the other day. I'm gonna keep saying it because it's real. Playing with Boots, it get you hurt. I'm gonna say what I did see. I seen Boots beat the hell out of Roman Villa. Seen him beat the hell out of him. He ruined him. That dude running around here getting knocked out by just anybody. I seen him beat the hell out of Stanionis. Stanionis quitting there. I seen him beat Lima ass. I seen him beat the hell out of Xander. Like them Boots ass whoopings be changing people, man. Like I seen Roman. We ain't get to see Stanionis back yet. I ain't see it, but we gonna see how he look when he come back. But that Boots ass whooping hit different, fam. He said, damn, just he's saying same thing Dorsett be saying. Yeah, you heard what Tim Bradley said. Tim Bradley said Dev gonna think Boots on PDs. Say he gonna think Boots on PDs, fam. That should be bad. Yeah, he proved me wrong once before. I only picked against him once. I mean, yeah, it's one big contradiction. It is. It is sometimes. Devin don't even move his head. Yeah, nah, that's what dude was saying. He don't move his head like that. Yeah, I mean, he proved me wrong, Big B-Lo. You know what I mean? I picked Brian Norman to beat him. But shit, you know, that's just one fight. Boots is a different challenge altogether. Stylistically, it's just not the fight that you should be entertaining. What you gonna do? Take him to court too? Shit, he gonna be so you gonna really so you better take. He is number 4 on your list. You ain't getting Tank, Shakur, or Tio right now. No Brian Norman, no Barrios, no Keyshawn, no Roley, no Connor, no Ryan. Yeah, the only logical choice is Boots, man. Maybe we should be pushing this fight. Maybe we should be. Maybe we should be pushing this fight, fam. Maybe we should be. Maybe we should be pushing this joint. Y'all think so? Should we be pushing this fight? Some undisputed versus undisputed. That's Bill Haney for y'all, man. Speaking of Dorsett had responded to Tim Bradley, man. Dorsett got a response to Tim Bradley. Let me play it real quick.
People, it's your boy, Mr. Chicken. I'm just making this little short video. Real easy work. Everybody knows our friend, the biggest hater in boxing history, or as he like to call it.
Well, Tim Desert Storm Bradley, you already know the damn rat.
Last week, this hater made a statement referring to Keyshawn.
One of the biggest ducks in boxing history.
All the while failing to mention that champion you ducked. And Errol Spence Jr. Errol Spence actually called this man out for being a duck.
Lastly, Bradley said that you seem to be ducking Crawford. All of PBC is ducking Crawford. What are your thoughts about that?
He's the same guy when the WBC ordered us to fight. You know, he retired, so... I mean, what PBC guy has he fought?
Now, Tim Bradley tried to actually explain reasons why he avoided that fight with Errol Spence Jr., or as it should be called.
One of the biggest ducks in boxing history.
Actually tried to make excuses about being on the opposite side of the street. PBC and Top Rank.
It's there because when I was coming up, that was the problem. I couldn't fight anybody from PBC. You know what I'm saying? We didn't do business with PBC. 1 and 2, the WBC did order it, but the fight wasn't going to be made because we didn't ever do business with them.
That means you was on the same side as Terence Crawford. But you were trying to claim that Errol Spence was ducking Terence Crawford. Make that make sense. Now I understand why you went from challenger to cheerleader with Terence Crawford and being your sparring partner and constantly beating your ass for years. You pretty much knew the outcome. So tell me, people, do you think that Timothy Bradley ducked Terence Crawford, Errol Spence, or both? Leave it in the comments.
Let's go, champ. It's the champ, Shannon Cannon. Easy Work Boxing. Come down here. See y'all soon. Let's go, champ.
Dorsett crazy. Yeah. Dorsett, wow, man. Yeah, I remember that though. I do remember that they ordered them they was gonna order that fight. But Tim Bradley was saying they never was gonna order the fight because they don't do no business with PBC. But it's some truth to it though. But that just goes to show you, man. They was saying Earl and Bud was ducking each other for the longest, and them dudes did everything in their power to make a fight. So everybody was wrong that was pushing that. Everybody that was pushing them dudes was ducking each other was wrong as hell because they ended up fighting. So it's like you can't, and I don't want to hear, well, they was ducking each other, but they eventually, that shit sounds stupid. They fought each other. How could they be ducking? Keyshawn said he got a date set, did he? Where he said that at, man? I ain't seen nothing from him. Said that the first day you played the 10 video about Keyshawn, top ranked PBC fighters been fighting each other forever. Yeah, right. Right. It got, you know, but some fights don't happen. There's truth to it, but they happen. Shout out to Mills. Mills was good, fam. DEEBO in there working out. Who he putting in that work for, Big B-Lo? Who they about to fight? Putting in that dog work. Yeah, I see him. Yeah, they amazed. They like, man, look how big he is, man. He's a welterweight now. They call him Casper. Glad I got to see the fight. Regardless, they gave it to us, Mike. They gave us the fight, Mike. That's why I was like, that just proved that they never was ducking each other. Never. What do you say? Same person, Core and Key about to fight right now. Nobody. Nah, but Core and Key ain't been out the ring going on a year, 10 months to a year, right? Core and Key, you know what I mean? Key fought more recently. Core fought in January. That's why I'm saying that. You know what I'm saying? I'm laughing, but who he fighting? Who y'all think he training for? All jokes aside, like who you think he training for? Oh, he buffing up. Look at him. Nah, I don't know what kind of type of stripper music he listening to. It's a big boy. 180-pounder. Yeah, nah, that Muay Thai fight is a good fight for Core. It is. Parrow, anyone that's not 47. Parrow just got the 47 and beat Crocker, so maybe that is the fight. I've been saying it all along. It's not a bad fight. It's not a bad fight. You know what I'm saying? It's not a bad fight. It's just they taking a damn long time to make a fight. That's all. They taking a long time. He said, shout out to my brother Mike Kirkland, man, holding down the super chat today, man. Appreciate the love, man. Said if you call DEEBO, you gotta beat somebody up with your fist. Boots should take the DEEBO name. Yeah, man. I guess you are, DEEBO. I guess you are when you trying to be a bully, because DEEBO thought he was a bully till he got hit with that brick, Mike. Know what I'm saying? DEEBO thought he was a bully till he got hit with that brick. Then he wanted a rematch. You get me? DEEBO thought he was a bully too. He got hit with that brick. Then his ass wanted a rematch. He gonna always get credit from me from staying disciplined and being in the gym working hard. That's one of his you know, best attributes. I think qualities about him is staying in the gym, staying locked in. Craig didn't duck that fade though. Nah, I mean, but he got it that brick though. Know what I'm saying? That brick. He was at first. Know what I'm saying? He was at first. He got forced into it. Know what I'm saying? And pride what it do. But nah, hey, Big B-Lo, tell him to get Key that Millie that he talking about. Saying, look at that. Yeah, y'all over there like, man, he's so strong. Watch how he gonna punch. Watch how he gonna be punching in his next fight. Watch how he gonna be punching. He was ducking at first, Big B-Lo, but DEEBO was bullying shit for a minute. He got forced. He seen him slap the girl. He was like, nah, I can't go for that. We can have fun with this. That's how we supposed to. Shout out to my guy, Big B-Lo, because you know it's all love. When I ask who Devin is fighting, because he is putting in work, he got some options on the table. He got some people he could fight. It's not over. It just I think they really trying to find out what make the most sense for real. After what you've been promoting, they want to give people something good. I do believe that, but them names that we're hearing ain't exactly what people jumping for joy about. Rumble Down Under, they gave Powell more for that trash fight. Nah, did they? Is that the fight? Is it Powell? Is it Liam Powell? Is it Liam? Y'all going to the Down Under? What's up? Hey, Damon, where you at? Y'all going to the Down? Y'all going to Australia again? I asked Bills, they going to Australia again. I just want to know. I'm just asking for a friend. Yo, y'all going to Aussie? He said Craig did get forced. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I had to force it, you know what I'm saying, a little bit. But nah, seriously though, all jokes aside though, man. Nah, what it's looking like though. Y'all think they gonna be back in Australia? The Bash Bros gave Haney and his co-members a little more life. Yeah. Bash Brothers gave him life. Shout out to Team Haney though, man. But I ain't really want to spend too much time on Haney today. You know what I'm saying? I'll let Haney breathe, man. Let Haney breathe. Let the Haney acts breathe, fam. Mills, I don't know what I said, but I'm not from the pause community. Devin hard worker, but he ain't built for award. Mason already showed me is. And Tyler Boots is Roy 2.0. He can talk as much shit as he wants right now. And no Devin don't want none of a real one. And yeah, he going to Australia. Yeah, y'all might as well go back to Aussie, man. Go back to Australia. Let's keep rolling, man. Some other stuff I wanted to get to while I got y'all here. Real quick, though, a little quick footnote. Remember, y'all, De Los Santos, they had challenged this ruling when he got clipped by Rayo. They was trying to get this ruling overruled, changed. They was trying to get this decision changed, overruled with him getting knocked down, but they rejected it. And I figured they would. I didn't think this shot was illegal. He did De Los Santos filthy. And that's what happens when you be inactive in your last couple of years. You fought a couple rounds or a round or two. Like Rayo was ready for that joint, man. He put you in the dirt. Put your ass in the dirt. So De Los Santos and them, they got their appeal denied. They won't be changing that decision. That's a clear-cut knockout, they said. And they ain't changing it. Something else I wanted to talk about that's sparking some rumors being sparked, man. I got a little minute clip from Paulie Malignaggi. You know, he stirred up this conversation again, man. He's got the people feeling like Bud Crawford coming back. And look, I understand what he's saying in the clip. I understand why he would think Bud Crawford would be potentially positioning himself for a comeback. But I don't know. I just heard Bud too many times say he good. I heard Bud I seen Bud just look comfortable where he at. Bud out here commentating now, fam. Like, I think he good. Like, come back and fight who? Boots? Like, and I'm not saying that's a bad fight. It's a great fight, but that's what you think he doing? Like, I just don't see it. I understand he was getting some work in with Lester Martinez. He said Lester put some hands on him. But I don't think Bud coming back right now, man. I don't see it. Let me get the clip for y'all, though.
So you know, when you see guys retire and they're sparring heavy, you know, they're not just working. Well, then of course you've got to start considering, okay, there's no way he's just doing it for the fun. I mean, if you're in camp with Lester Martinez, who's on the verge of a world championship shot, you know, he's any fight now, Lester Martinez could be in a world title fight, and you're in there for a training camp with Lester. You're sparring with him during Lester's training camp. We all been world champions, guys. We know how training camp sparring is, you know. So if you're sparring with Lester during his training camp, well, that means you're putting your best foot forward to, you know, get on a very high level to see where you're at. And I think, you know, based on this information, you know, if he's probably testing his body to see how it reacts day to day in the camp with Lester, you know, how his body feels after heavy sparring, because again, it's heavy sparring.
I completely understand where Paulie is coming from. Because you ain't sparring Lester Martinez ain't just getting no random sparring. But shit, ain't nothing random about Bud. Ain't nothing regular about Bud. You know what I'm saying? So I just think he was getting back in shape. I don't think he teasing and gearing for a comeback. I just don't see it. Gertz, you said you'll be at the Lester fight. Shout out to you. Enjoy it, man. I know it's gonna be a good one, but I don't see it. I just feel like he's comfortable where he at. I know the boots fight just seemed like something that people can't get away from, but I gotta believe it to see it. You know what I'm saying? I know Bo Max has some things that might make you think he'll come back, But it's one of them things where you just never know if he get the itch, because it ain't like he years and years retired. You know what I'm saying? He just was fighting Canelo not too long ago. So it might be a chance he still got some in the tank. Like he do. He got more in the tank than not, right? But I think he's content. I think Bud is content. Is the reason, in my opinion, why he won't come back. I think he's made I think he succeeded. I think he's got what he wanted out of boxing, right? And not a lot of people could say that. He's made the money. He's got the recognition. He got the wins, the accolades, right? He's put himself in rare company. I just think he's content where he is. I think he's content where he is with what he put out in the career he's had. And to be able to get out with your faculties, your money, at the top, I just don't feel like there's nothing left to prove. You know what I'm saying? Because I guarantee you, if he was to come back, fight Boots, say he beat Boots, just hypothetically, he came back, fought Boots and beat him. You think they ain't going to say, yo, well, you might as well fight Fundora now. It'll never end. Then you'll be Fundora. Then it'll be another 54-pound. Like, you get me? It'll never stop. It'll never stop. And look, I'm going to be real with you. I get it. People feel the way they feel about Bud. I just judge him as the man I feel like he is from the outside looking in that I've seen. He did this shit the right way. One of the most accomplished. He's a GOAT, man. Like, I think people want to see him lose. I think people are mad that he didn't give you the I told you so moment. Like, there you go. Like, see, like that's what they want. They want to see something happen to him. Right? Like they felt like he got up out of his career unscathed. Like they ain't see nobody beat his ass. So they kind of diminish and dismiss all the work he put in. That man got over 40 fights and he won all of them. Like you don't get lucky that many times. Like the way I gotta get to the Ryan Garcia clip. I got a Ryan Garcia clip. Ryan was talking crazy, fam. Ryan was talking crazy. Let me see if I still got it. He was talking wild, man. What my guys say? Bud retired with a perfect exit. I'm telling you, bro, it's over. You did nah. Hey, Mills, they want it back. They want him to lose. They like, nah, no, we can get him to come back and lose. No, we can do it. Facts, Mikey did it his way. Clarissa, the casual know what they this weekend. Nah, shout out to Clarissa, man. The GWOAT. You know, we rock with Clarissa heavy over here. She the GWOAT, man. They be trying to diminish her too. And I hate it. I hate that for boxing. People really make videos and live streams talking about why she not the GOAT. And I think that's just pure ignorance. Pure ignorance, man. Let me see. I still got this video, man. Ryan was talking crazy, man. Hold on, man. I might have deleted it. Yo, he was talking wow. I'm like, damn, man. Ryan talking wild, G. Hold on, I got two different ones I'm gonna play. He was talking about Bud, and I think, man, if you're a boxer and you don't respect Bud Crawford, I think you weird. Like, especially if you ain't. I think anybody that is anywhere close to being accomplished is that gotta respect what he did. Yeah, facts, Mills. He is. And he just capitalizing off of what he know the people want. He feeding the trolls, bro, and the casuals, and it's working for him. Shout out to him. They know how to feed the trolls. The trollies. Judah, my dog, he said, I'm starting to think that all ninjas who talk about Clarissa every day just mad they can't wear her clothes. You stupid. This bro stupid. You a fool. I'm going to play this one first, bro. He was talking crazy in this interview.
$1 million. I mean, yeah, that does sound.
But you know what was stopping that, Mike? Them choosing to make the in-house fights. That's why Crawford eventually got saved for last, Mike. It wasn't that Spence was ducking him. It's just easier to make fights in-house, and that's what the PBC took advantage of, and they got criticized for. Remember when Spence said he gonna go the easy route, and people they they kind of mixed up his words and made it seem like he was saying something that he wasn't. And when he say easy route, he mean his clean up his side of the street because it would be the easiest to make those fights. You see how easy he got to make the fights on his side, 1, 2, 3, and the last fight was the toughest to make. And I think they both knew that because of how they did business was different. So I think that one of the reasons why it couldn't happen sooner because of the way the PBC did business. You know what I'm saying? Said Bud is sparring with Lester because he doesn't think as highly of Lester as we do. I think I think he think highly of him. I mean, from what I heard him speak about Lester Martinez, I would think he thinks highly of him. Shout out to my guy. I just think Bud was getting back in shape, bro. I just think he was shaking back. You get me? Getting back in shape. That's what I think. And what better to do? You know, Shelton, he competitive. Bud ain't trying to just get in there with no regular. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't getting there with somebody that probably can push him. That's what I would think. You get me? But let's get to this. Wait till y'all hear how Ryan was talking crazy. Everybody hit that like button, man. We got over 70 people in the building.
Unless you think you're gonna get that in you know, just boxing, then I mean, shit, bro. Bare knuckles, I don't think that's my path right now. So yeah.
But you're down to fight him in a parking lot, anywhere, anytime, in a gym, in a ring.
Nah, you know, I'll just keep it professional. Anywhere.
I am anywhere.
I know Sean's down with it.
First of all, you have a major fight on the 12th. Yeah. I was just thrown off by a post by DAZN. They put it, Ryan Garcia, and it said broken hand. And I thought it happened today.
I know.
And what it said in the small letters?
What?
Happened in the Barrios fight. Why? Don't scare me like that.
Bro, and I didn't even break my hand in the Barrios fight. I don't know why they would post that. I hurt my hand. I didn't break it.
So how you doing, first of all? You're looking in great shape.
Thank you, man.
I like your shorts, Ryan.
We here. Cut and chisel. Cut and chisel. Shorts are looking good. Training's gotta be good.
Cut and chisel.
What's good, bro?
You know what's crazy? Ryan, you're fighting Conor Ben, right? Yeah. But why does every interview ask you about every other fighter except Conor Ben?
Because people always want to know the next thing. They don't
wait for the 13th.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I mean, for me, it's all about staying focused and just keeping myself grounded and letting people talk. I know a lot of people trying to bring me down right now because I got a big opportunity. You know, I got Mexican Independence Day. You know, I was on.
And I'm with you, Shelton. I don't agree with the comeback. I don't think he's coming back. I think it's wishful thinking. People would like to see him come back. But I understand Paulie's point of view. Like, damn, you sparring. You ain't just sparring no run-of-the-mill type guy with Lester, right? You know, that's a quality sparring partner. That's a tough guy and a big guy. Why you sparring with a guy that heavy, that big, if you ain't planning on coming back? So I understand his reasoning for it. But like me and you feel like Bud is content. I think he made his money. He fought his fights. He gave boxing what he had, right? And it was more than enough. And I just don't think the incentive is there for him to come back the way people say it. Because, like, come back and do what? Fight Boots? And I keep saying that, not like it's a bad fight, but it won't stop at Boots. Man, he come back and fight him, then it's going to be out. He fight Fundora. Then it'll be somebody else, man. Be like, well, Tim Tszyu did beat Earl, fight him. Like, it's going to be something. Yeah, definitely wishful thinking, bro. Like, I don't think he's coming back. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not even calling for it. But if he do it, I'm here for it. But I don't, you know what I'm saying? These YouTube posts saying Crawford would beat Prime Leonard. It's crazy to me. Prime Leonard was smiling killer. Leonard's a dog, Mike. Leonard's a dog.
WWE.
Sugar's a dog.
Everywhere, bro.
You hit Joe Henry with the guitar, bro.
Yeah, I hit Joe Henry with the guitar.
That's crazy.
I I went on Jimmy Fallon, so I understand why people are trying to take me down. But it's my job to stay focused and not let it get to me. So really for me, I let people talk and just haven't really been showing my training just because here's the thing, man. Fuck what they think, fuck what they see. I'm going to come in shape and I'm going to beat the shit out of them.
The WWE guy is lucky you hit him with the guitar, not with your fist. Because Mayweather, when he did it with the Big Show, he punched him.
That's what I want to see. I wish they would have given me a better segment because then I wouldn't have got as much hate, you know?
Joe Henry's a fan favorite.
But I don't understand.
You always
Ryan, you're like the face of boxing.
Yeah.
The real fans.
You're not the face of boxing.
You can't go anywhere and not get mobbed.
Nah.
So who are these haters? Is the little people in boxing that have no fans?
It's a little Twitter. I mean, obviously X.
Man, Ellie B, man. Ellie, boy. Yeah, you boy. It don't even be a game on and the pom-poms be out, bro. Like, yeah, you're pretty. You're pretty much the face of boxing. No, the hell he not. It's that simple. Like, why lie to the man?
People that are fake accounts. So you can't really determine the marketplace through Twitter. A lot of people let the marketplace get swayed by Twitter. That's not what it is. Really, it's what's the most relevant. Who's the most relevant right now? I've been on top of my streaming, been on top of my boxing, been on top of, you know, even corporate things like, you know, Jimmy Fallon and WWE. So I've really been on top of everything. Mac Energy, billboards. We're about to be on the billboard in Times Square soon for this fight. So I'm doing my shit.
He get right to it, fam. Like, damn, you're pretty much the face of boxing. Like, why? Now, if he was, and he know damn well, if he was in front of Tank, he'd be saying the same shit. You know you're the face of boxing. Like, come on, Ellie, stop. He ain't the face of boxing. Ryan got his stuff together right now. He got a title. It's looking good for him. Let's see if he can keep the momentum from another fight. Let's see if he can go out there and put hands on Connor.
Ryan,
they're just mad that I'm still here, man. They thought I was gonna go downhill. So
if you duplicate the Barrios performance, you can honestly become the next guy to carry these Mexican dates. May, September, you could be that annual fighter every year.
And I would love to do it because I think the way I am right now, I've been pretty consistent, been strong. I'm gonna be fighting often. I love fighting often, and you know, I found a good place, you know, good space in my mind, and then I'm just determined to keep it going.
By the way, how do you like hidden move? Everyone loves it. This whole junior prep.
I think it's dope that they're, you know, putting a lot of thought and effort and a lot of time to make science. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Science to make some of the best gloves, and you know, it's good. It's good for the fighters so they don't hurt themselves and stuff like that.
You have a kid in the gym. You took him under your wing a little bit, Kyle. I just had him throw 10 punches in 10 seconds. Now, mind you, he's a heavyweight. Guess how many punches he threw?
How much?
85.
Oh wow!
That's
10
crazy.
seconds?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fast, man. Yeah, no, he has a lot of talent. He's very explosive. Reminds me
I
of
might do 85 punches in 10 seconds. I want to see that.
What do you make of Keyshawn Davis not accepting the purse bid percentage?
Davis not. Oh yeah, I was disappointed in that. I mean, I think that it's a clear chance to have one of those wins that sets you up for, you know, big, huge paydays. I mean, the $2 million or something, whatever he got offered, was already more than he's ever made before. So, what exactly are you looking for? For you to be overpaid? But I think everybody has to go through certain fights, key moments to get them to the top. But I think that he wants to go a different route. I think that he possibly started realizing he might have bit something off more than he could chew for that price range. I don't think that, you know, for him it made sense, but, you know, it just shows you that a lot of people are big talkers. You know, they don't really want to do it when it comes down to it.
Man, look, Ryan, I know you got your chest out a little bit after winning that title, but bro, not too long ago, I'll remind you, like some years ago, I mean, it's been a while since then, but remember when this dude was announcing fights with everybody and none of them was happening? Remember when he told the world he was fighting Pacquiao and they threatened legal action? Like you fought Tank, you fought Rolly, you fought Devin, it didn't count, right? You fighting Connor, you fighting some people, right? I respect you for sure, but you've been in them same situations, bro, where you wasn't making them fights. Your damn promoter told you needed a bat to beat Tank. You get me? Like you announced, I remember, I think it was, to my count, it was like 6 fighters. He was up to like 6 fighters. He was saying he was fighting all these different people, and he ain't fight none of them. I will never forget that. He ain't fight none. And then out of nowhere, he was like, he started promoting a Pacquiao fight. Like, yo, I'm fighting Pacquiao. Nah, it's not gonna be an exhibition. It's a real fight with our records on the line. Man, Manny and them folks, Manny legal team hit him up like, man, you got one more time. Tell these people we fighting, bro. We suing. He had to chill on that. So I remember this. I remember it. Disappointing, but could understand if you want to get out of the top rank. Belt would have had key. Yeah. It's just Mills. It's a flip side to it.
Said no Haney fight until they do a full page ad in the New York Times apology to Ryan Garcia.
They're never gonna do it, man. I'm just saying, like, I'm not in a rush to make that fight happen. They gotta sit with that L. You know, I got that basically like this picture over me. I basically got that over me. So why do I have to beg for it, man? I'm here. I'm about to beat up.
He said he's not really interested in that Devin Haney rematch. Y'all gotta sit with that L. He said y'all gotta make an apology in the New York Times. He said some wild shit. I know y'all gotta be rooting for him to lose.
Then I'm about to beat up. I want to fight like the Tefimos, Rollies, Shakurs, and I'm actually down to fight. So I got a lot of options. I'm not really worried about Haney now.
Shakur, people think Shakur is the best option. People think Shakur is the best next option for you. What do you think?
I would love to fight Shakur. I've always been interested in that. He's just a little small. I guess he says he is. I've seen him in person. He don't look that small. But if that fight can be made, I'm down to do it. All these guys.
Here we go. These fucking welterweights, yo. We're gonna have this conversation tomorrow to close the week out. This is the weakest the welterweight division has ever been. It's like it has potential, but it's weak because the welterweights really getting here and they calling out smaller guy. Like, this shit is pathetic, man. If y'all don't start mixing it up, that's what the problem with welterweight. Y'all not fighting each other. Y'all keep calling out 40-pounders, lightweight.
Obviously got to come to me. You know what I mean? I'm definitely the lottery fight. If you want to be a huge name, I'm the guy to do it. You got to get through me.
Now he got to come to you. But you told the world, you could do a whole weight class of 44. You told the world you would come to 140 and take his title. Now he got to come to you. You want that fight, but he got to come to you. And you. This is a weird time in boxing, yo. These big ass fighters finally get to a weight class where they should have been at, and now they want the smaller guys to come up. I mean, I seen him; he's not that small. You on record for saying you be 180 plus pounds, bro. You ain't never see Shakur do that shit.
Not to take this fight seriously and get knocked out. Yeah. He doesn't know what you do every day. Nobody knows. Nah. You don't show them that part.
There's no point of showing your training. I mean, isn't that the whole point of keeping your skill hidden and everything hidden? I mean, I don't have to validate myself. I don't have to prove to me I can hit fast. Do I always got to post videos where I'm fast, I'm sharp, I'm strong? No, bro. I'm already a world champion. For me, I show up on fight night and I beat the fuck out of the guys. That's it.
Your dad told me that if you fight Terence, you stop him.
I think all these guys, what? Terence? Fuck yeah. I'm getting on his ass. I'm getting on his. See, it'll already be like one.
Hold on, let me run this back because I got to start reading the chat because especially Damon, your comments always bullshit. So, hey, Damon, by that logic, right? By your logic, Damon, by your logic, is Devin Haney scared of Boots? Do he need more heart and more confidence because he won't go up to 54 right now and fight Boots after just one fight at 47 officially, right? You see how flawed your logic is? You just like, why we got to make this shit something it's not and be weird? So he got to be a welterweight. He got to fight welterweights right now to have more heart and confidence. So moving straight up, fighting the most established 40-pounder and champion there, fuck that. Nah, he got to have more heart and more confidence. He got to go be in his 5th weight class in 26 fights, right? Some shit that your favorite fighter ain't never did. Right? Your favorite fighter in his 3rd weight class, calling out smaller guys. What do you mean? More heart and more confidence. So by that logic, won't he just take his big ass up to 154, where his dad said they could be fighting at right now, right? And fight the guy that's number 4 on his list in Boots Ennis. Like, we always got to make this shit something that is not. That shit don't got nothing to do with not having I don't care about y'all, bro. Man, you know what? Let me get back to my cook, man. I ain't even entertaining you no more.
For me, I show up on fight night and I beat the fuck out of the guys. That's it.
Your dad told me that if you fight Terence, you stop him.
I think all these guys, what? Terence? Fuck yeah. I'm getting on his ass. I'm getting on his. See, it'll already be like one of those bad blood situations. I don't fuck with him at all, and I would love to fight him, but he's already retired. See, he got out of there before the young hungry fighters came through. He knew the young lions were coming in.
Does he owe you guys that though to stick around? He does. Why is that?
Because every great champion does it. You got to fight one of those young hungry motherfuckers. And if you beat, like, Muhammad Ali beat George Foreman. At the time, George Foreman was a young, hungry animal. And that's what made him into a legend. Mm-hmm. Terence Crawford's not a legend yet. I don't know why.
Terence Crawford's not a legend yet.
Yeah. He's an all-time great.
He's an all-time great. He's an all-time great Hall of Famer. But legend? Nah. Not even close. Yeah. There's a lot of big moments that should have happened. I'm here to become a legend.
I gotta make a short video on this, bro. He was talking too crazy about Crawford. He's not a legend. You'll get on his ass. You'll knock him out. He's supposed to fight one of the young guys. All this shit, like, yo, this is why boxing be suck, because you'll have a guy that just became a world champion because they hand wrapped it to you, gave you Mario Barrios, who's clearly had better days, coming off back-to-back draws. He was hanging on to that title by a thread. You win this title, and then you just triple and double and quadruple down on Bud. Bud not a legend. Like, bro, damn, fam. Like, he just retired. Shit crazy.
So does he owe Ennis? Does he owe Ennis a fight? Does he?
He owes me a fight, Ennis a fight, Virgil Ortiz a fight.
He owe him a fight.
He should have ran it, but at least he still had so much in the tank.
Yeah.
He trying to act like he was old and had injuries. Bro didn't have none of that shit.
Maybe he
bro got overpaid by he got lucky because
now he got lucky, but this is the guy that made allegedly $30 million to fight Tank and ain't did shit to really prove it. Ain't did shit to earn it. Ain't this the guy that allegedly made $30 million to fight Tank Davis, fam? And you got the nerve to talk about Bud Crawford got overpaid. He got lucky. You don't get lucky 42 times. What is it? 42 wins for Bud? You don't get lucky that many times in a row. Like he bogus, man. The disrespect. Now I gotta make a short video. He bugging. He bogus as hell. I forgot.
That pay-per-view model was not there, and got so much money that he was like, I'm out.
Maybe he felt accomplished and he said, I can walk out on a high note. Because after beating Canelo.
That's great, but that don't make you a legend then. I mean, that's cool. You're outside great. You could be happy in your life and secure, and that's good. But why the fuck do you keep talking about all of those things? Get the fuck out your... Nobody gives a fuck about your opinion. You're out the game.
Yeah.
Nobody even gives a fuck about you now. Now that you're out of boxing, nobody gives a shit. So why the fuck do you... Like, he only does it because the only attention he gets is from boxing media.
Hey,
he can't go out of that.
He got it
Nobody
right.
knows who the fuck he is. I could go around the streets outside of a boxing gym like, do you know a guy named Terence Crawford?
Listen to how crazy he's talking.
Hey, he got it right, though. He's a boxing analyst now. He was one of the few who...
And it's crazy because I'm not gonna lie. If I'm interviewing you and I'm cool with you, there's no way I could let you just say all of this without saying nothing, fam. Yo, you going like you talking about Terence Crawford like he's just some run-of-the-mill guy. Yeah, he's not a legend. He got lucky. He got overpaid. He needs to fight the young guy. He said he owe him a fight. Nasty work, Ryan.
Said Cepeda was gonna win.
Yeah, I didn't.
William Cepeda won.
Yeah, that was one of the. That was a good pick. I mean,
yeah.
Hey, low-key,
I just didn't think that he would. I don't think Cepeda's that good in my opinion, like boxing wise. But he proved me wrong. I mean, he showed a different element to him. Crazy punch out pit. You have to have a strategic mind to beat him. I think.
Now you don't think Zepeda's that good, but he showed a different element. Like, yo, he been talking crazy since he got that belt. Yo, you better look flawless against
Brooks had a horrible game.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, low-key, you're probably the biggest trash talker in boxing. People have no idea.
Bro,
you just cooked Crawford.
Whoa,
They're
yeah.
Say, when I say it,
bro,
I'm the big...
like, he just talks so much shit. He's a bully. That's what I don't like about him. He be trying to bully everybody. Bro, nobody gives a fuck if you could wrestle, how fucking strong you are, motherfucker. Come here, bro. Nobody's, like, he doesn't understand, bro. Like, I personally don't take shit like that, bro. I don't give a fuck if you're a big bro, little bro. You're not going to beat me, and that's it. That's it, bro. I want to fight him bad. That's one of the guys I really want to fight. Bad.
Okay, what do you tell Conor Ben if he's
crazy.
Bro, I don't have anything to say to him, bro. September 12th.
Oblivion, what do you have to tell Conor Ben?
Say, yo, Ryan Garcia, I'm finna knock you out.
I feel like if
now you can join him. Now you can join him.
I'll be a little disappointed. So it wouldn't be then they'll be like, all right. But like if I don't knock him out by the 5th, I'm still gonna beat the fuck out of him and hopefully knock him out later. But my plan, like, I'm training to knock him out under 5.
Fortuna, they have to slow mo the video to see that.
I know. Yeah, that was a great shot. But yeah, this fight, 5 and below. Been watching a lot of tape on it. There ain't no way this fucking gets up. Yeah, it stays in there. I actually think Barrios stylistically is a harder fight. Barrios is very tall, snappy, fast.
Very experienced.
He's strong, isn't he? He's stronger than he looks.
You dropped him so fast.
Yeah, first 23 seconds. But, I mean, he had a strong, big-ass head, bro. Like, it's hard.
He think Mario Barrios was so strong and fast at this point in his career, bro. Conor Benn just might give you some trouble. Conor Benn, if he make that weight, if that weight don't kill him, if it don't kill him to make the weight, he be all right. If it don't kill him to make the weight, fam. Yeah, y'all just talk too much. Get him out of here. You know what I'm saying? He said that's why Key doing the kick streams and doing the sparring series with the streamer boxers. Yeah. Appeal to another audience too, man. Definitely could appeal to another audience for sure. But yeah, he was talking crazy, man. Makes me want to see the fight with him and Conor Benn even more. But he better look flawless in that fight, fam. He better be flawless in that fight. Hold on, man. Where Conor Benn at? Conor Benn. Did I still got this video in here? Conor Benn said he's a quitter. He gonna make him quit. Hold on, let me find it. Radio. What happened, radio? What happened, radio? Every boxers are robbing consumer markets as real boxers. The best boxers got to make big fights and promote them like they're bigger than the celebrity fighters. Bradley said Bud would knock the Philly cheesesteaks out of boots. Yeah, he did. He was talking crazy. I played that on here too. TB be going off, man. He be entertaining the people. Let me get this up, man. Let me see what this what this mate talking about, man. Conor Benn don't kill himself to make this weight. We should get a good fight. I mean, the way Ryan talking, he better be focused because anything less than that, I don't want to hear nothing. You see the way he talking? He talking crazy. He talking like, look, I've been this guy. Like I'm just this big star. Ellie over there telling him he the face of boxing. Bro, you better look good. You better look good out here, fam. You better look good. My bad, y'all. Best way boxers to make a splash in a casual space. Yeah, man, you got to find other ways to bring interest to yourself. I think that's a good way, though, doing the streams with the fighters and stuff like that. I think it's smart. Let me pull this joint out from Ring Mag with Conor Benn. Conor Benn said Ryan Garcia is a quitter. He's a quitter. That's what he said. That's what he said, man. Somebody, who was it saying they expect this fight to be like a fight of the year candidate? I don't know. Paulie Malignaggi said he expect Conor Benn to get knocked out. I think he said, did he say 5 or 6 rounds or something? Paulie Malignaggi don't believe in Conor Benn at all, fam. He don't believe in him at all. Not one bit. He said he's just not that good. Oh my God, sent me. Shout out to Jamel Herring for keeping it a buck, man. Vision Beyond Sight. Why this video ain't pop up? What's good, my guy? Shout out to my dog. Appreciate you, fam. Appreciate you. Just join up for y'all. Team been look good since before the little. Hey, yeah. I think the last best win was Chris Algieri. I think it was Chris Algieri, fam. I think the best his most recent best win was Chris Algieri, I believe. I think it was Chris Algieri.
Magazine here today with Conor Benn, who challenges Ryan Garcia for the WBC welterweight title on September 12th, Las Vegas. A massive fight for yourself, but yeah, here lovely little settings in the home. But first things first, how are you? How are things? How's
I'm
been?
good, mate. Just finished training now. Second session of the day. Just jumped out of the sauna, so yeah, it's been a good day, and the sun's shining.
Yeah, can't complain, mate.
Yeah,
and yes, I mean it's some facility there as well that you've built for yourself.
It's pretty incredible. You know, I had a good team, built one of the best gyms, cut no corners with the gym. It's got all the best equipment, hyperbaric chamber, ice bath, you know, a custom designed sauna from Finland. You know, so it has the best equipment in the gym.
Yeah. How does that feel to literally have like a gym within walking distance? You know, it only takes 30 seconds to get it. Like, you know, I'm sure throughout your career you're so used to driving here, driving there, and now it's, you know, right on your doorstep. Like, does it make a difference?
Every house I've ever lived in has been near the gym.
Yeah.
Every house I've bought, I've made sure it's near the gym.
Yeah.
This is only 10 minutes from the gym. And then I have my own gym here. For me, it's just the life I live.
Yeah.
You know, I wake up in the morning, even when I'm not in camp, and the first thing I do is train every morning without fail.
Yeah.
That's my daily non-negotiable, is wake up and train.
Yeah.
Sets me up for my day.
Yeah. How much of a difference does it make, like just being in that environment, would you say?
I think it's my dad who set the bar for me, but it's also the example I want to live to my son. So my son's just there now.
I see that,
yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, you could definitely shout out to We Fight All Night. And Pride, appreciate the good family. He said Conor looks sick. I ain't gonna lie, you like a lemon head or something. I don't that 147 weight cut kicking his ass. Kicking his ass. Somebody said the weight cut was kicking his ass, but yeah, he do look a little, you know what I mean? Is hopefully your legs is starting to feel like ass. Radio, you a fool, says Sarah Connor. Hey, yo, Judah. I'm not messing with y'all. Y'all gotta let me get through this, man. We getting toward the end, man. We're gonna play this video, and then I'm gonna get my thoughts about this recent picture of Loma I seen.
It's the example I want to give to my son. You know, my dad still trains twice a day, every day, and you know, my son will see the work that I put in, and he'll train like daddy one day.
Yeah. Like you say, like, you know, you're here, and obviously this is the home, and you know, you've done the second Eubank camp here as well. And I know you've done, obviously, the first Eubank camp was away from your family, but obviously your family's what you do it for. So what's it like having them around, and especially in a training camp?
Eli's my hero, and he makes Daddy train really hard, and everything I do for my son.
Yeah.
He makes Daddy want to be a better man.
Yeah. And I'm sure there's so many videos of your dad and the intense workouts that he done, and I'm sure everyone will see that. And you think your son will one day and look at all them?
Maybe not following the footsteps. I don't want him to follow in the footsteps. I want Eli to be his own man.
Yeah.
And I want Eli to see that Daddy trains really hard to give his family the best life possible.
Yeah.
And for me, it's just the example. You know, I want him to not just see me work hard. I want him to
I ain't gonna lie, I know this is an unpopular conversation, but one of the reasons why I really respect Conor Benn, he took that last name and he made the most out of it, fam. He took the last name, made the most out of it. He ain't start the youngest. He ain't been boxing since a kid, none of that. He was late to the game, and for him to take it this far, I respect it, man. I really do. Shout out to Big Dog Willie, man. I appreciate the love and the super chat. Y'all make sure y'all hitting the like button too as we roll toward the end of this live stream, man. Big Dog, salute just doing them in chat, man. Shout out to the chat, man. I appreciate y'all. Let's keep going. Big Dog, appreciate the love, homie.
Of working hard. I don't want them to just see me in the gym training, but there's a bigger picture. And it's just the way of life. It's just the way I am. It's what my dad's installed in me, even from the age of, he's 62 years old. So even now, my son will watch me train hard. He watches his granddad train hard, and his sister and his little brother now. It's all about leading by example.
Do you want him to lace the gloves one day?
Do I want Eli to be a boxer? It's up to Eli if he wants to be a boxer. Eli can be whatever he wants to be. If he wants to be a footballer, he wants to be a monster truck driver. If he wants to be a boxer, he can be whatever he wants to be. I'll be happy if my son does anything he loves.
Yeah, brilliant. Just I guess around the mentality for this camp, you've obviously sort of shared emotion. You spoke about sort of the Eubank camp, that being sort of a bit of darkness, and in the second camp, the rematch, that being a little bit more of a calmer side to yourself. This is a world title fight, the first sort of world title challenge for yourself. How would you describe your mentality in camp for this fight?
Very different to the Eubank fights. I think going up to 160 was a fight in itself, was unknown, was something different, something new. And it was also a family feud there was hatred, there was spite. And I pray, people don't have to go to that place that I had to go to in the camp and in the actual fight itself. I went to the well and back, and no doubt that fight took part of my soul. But it just proves that I can go there, with a bigger man. So for me,
and real quick, I want y'all to listen to what he's saying. Big shout out to my dog Dante, Boxing Talk. He said, keep grinding for that dub in the Cash App. Much love, much appreciation to my dog, man.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
I wouldn't think so. I wouldn't think they would bet on Ryan to win. Shout out to Dante. I appreciate the love, homie. Yeah, man, that's why I rock with boxing the way I do. You hear what he's saying, how he had to go to this dark place, took something out of his soul. Yeah. These fights take a lot out of you, fam. Like that, these dudes don't be the same after they be fighting, getting through these 12-round grueling fights and stuff like that. Those be the ones that take it out of you. You know what I'm saying? That's why I respect these guys. To see him do what he did, I respect it, but Chris Eubank was cooked, and he won the first fight. I think he gave everything he had in that first one. He ain't had nothing left in the second. But, again, a piece of you, boxing take a piece of these fighters with him, bro, on the way out the door.
It fills me with confidence going into the fight I'm about to go into. I think the Eubank fight was intense.
Yeah,
it was brutal. Yeah. There was a lot of history. There was again, a lot of spite, a lot of hatred in the fight. Whereas this doesn't have the spite behind it. But the guy's got the belt I want. And claim that number one spot. The drive's very different. One I wanted to put in hospital, when the other guy I just want to beat, prove that I'm number one.
There is needle though between you and Ryan, but do you need that needle? Would you say?
Listen,
you need that needle.
He's got the belt I want.
Yeah,
he's in the way. So for me, that's what this is. And he wants to take it lightly and the disrespect, and for me, it's just a matter of going in there and doing what I do, which is putting on a clinical performance.
Yeah. See, this is a massive fight, so everyone's going to have their opinion on it. Are you surprised about how many people are favouring it for Garcia? Would you say give it a chance?
I've not seen the noise.
Yeah.
I'm not in touch with it all. I've not been on social media. I've not been aware of anything for the past 7 months. You know, all I do is lock in, train hard, spend time with my family, and be the best fighter I can be. And you know, it's all eyes on Garcia and taking that world title, ripping that world title from his waist.
How do, like, I know we spoke about mentality, but in terms of a fight, like beating Eubank was a massive achievement, and there was so much history that come into it. But how does beating Eubank like compare to the feeling of winning a world title? Like, do you think a world title win is like the stamp of authority? Would you say?
Beating Eubank will always be. There'll always be something special about that. There'll always be something special about the first fight. I preferred the first fight over the second. You know, it was a fight of the year, and only Eubank could have taken me there. I don't think any other fighter could have taken me there. And you know, it takes two to tango. So, you know, for me, in terms of theatrics and drama and chaos, and you know, it was a movie. It was real life Creed. Winning the world title is for myself. It's very personal. Whereas the Eubank fights were for the family name. It's for family pride. It was for DNA. It's for bragging rights. This for me is for myself. This is personal. Something I always wanted to achieve. Something I always wanted to win is that world title win, and not be just a #1 contender or, you know, world level, but being world champion.
Does it frustrate you when people are like, he doesn't deserve this, or Conor Ben doesn't deserve this? Does that ever frustrate you when that claim, obviously?
Bro, I don't. Who says that?
Well, it's more of a case of like you know, I could list off so many people, but obviously this being your first fight at 147 in 4 years, that's not my opinion. But you know, you can only look on. I know you say you don't read social media, but you can only look on personal
people
opinions.
Always have
I
something.
could list up loads of people that.
Yeah, but people will always have something to say, regardless. People will always have something to say in my career. You'd rather people talking than not. You know, you'd rather people, you know, saying whatever it is. Are you watching? Is it sold out? Is it on track for breaking numbers? There's your answer.
Yeah, it was a question I was going to ask you later, but I guess we'll bring it up now. Like, whether people like it or not, like, you are one of the most talked about fighters, definitely in the UK, if not the world. You know, especially in the UK, after people talk about AJ versus Fury, the next question is probably about Conor Ben. So it brings you on to a question like, whether that's positive or negative, do you care about being liked, or do you care about being the foe or the hero or anything?
Again, when you come off social media and you just, there's no noise. Does it matter? I think in today's world, people care too much about what other people think. I don't at all. I care about my family, I care about my kids, I care about the life I'm living, I care that, you know, I'm present with my family, I care that I'm being the best man I can be, best fighter I can be, best dad I can be, best partner I can be. Why do I care what, you know, Joe or Bob from social media says? It's like, he don't deserve this, you know, silver spoon, he had it easy because of his dad. I've had this like my whole career. Has anything changed? No, it's the same.
If not, you got talked about even more.
Yeah, it's the same. You think early on, you know, why has he got the platform? Why is this? Why is that? Has it made any difference to my life? I mean, the only time I get asked it is when, I mean, I've invited media to my home today, but the only time I get asked it is when you guys ask me how I feel about it. Or the only time it gets brought up. Are my kids healthy?
Very.
Will my kids go to private school? Does my kids have the best life? Is there food on the table? Do my kids go on holiday? Do my kids have present parents? Does my family want for anything? No. So, you know, it's like
that's what I respect. So outside of his skills not being what everybody would think they should be or whatever, that's why I respect him. He made it. Even with the lack of skill, he made some of the most money you could have ever made he could have ever made in his career, and he's still in that position today. Gotta respect that. I don't give a damn about his fighting style, how late he started. I respect the grind, because you don't get here if you don't put no work in. You don't get here. I ain't gonna say he ain't had a typical role, but of course his entry into the sport wasn't typical. So I respect what Ben has been able to do with the opportunities that he's been provided. Yeah, he
completed
is.
it.
Yeah, he is.
That was all I wanted to do, is give my family the best life I possibly can. The same way my dad gave me. And that's it. Social media is just noise. It's the minority.
It's a minority.
Someone that does have a big social media following is Ryan Garcia. Yeah, as you say, you're not seeing it, but there's all sorts of videos coming out. Obviously, I guess the only videos coming out from yourself is you working hard, but Garcia's smacking chairs on people in WWE, doing karaoke and stuff. What do you make of like Ryan as a person and his antics?
You don't know if it's his antics or it's just him. But again, it doesn't concern me. Ultimately, I'm training extremely hard, training 110%, giving everything I have to this camp for this fight, as I do every fight and have done my whole career, is give 110%. Because you see, when I look in the mirror and I go, did you give it your all? I've done everything in my power I could throughout my whole career. That's enough for me. That's good enough. I give myself a pat on the back. You know, people like Ryan will kick themselves when older. Why didn't I apply myself? Why didn't I dedicate myself? Why didn't I do more? You know, and I could never forgive myself for not giving 110%. I could never forgive myself if that was the case. You know, I can forgive myself for failing. I can forgive myself for losing. I did the first Eubank fight. I can forgive myself for falling short. I could never forgive myself for not trying hard enough.
He spoke to Mike Coppinger last Friday, and he said he'll be disappointed if it goes the distance and he doesn't stop you inside 5 rounds. Yeah, do you feel like he's overlooking you, or any response to what he says there?
I don't care what he's doing. Like, it makes no difference.
I don't care.
He can carry on. He can carry on doing what he's doing. It don't concern me at all. All I know is that I'm working extremely hard to come out victorious. And no doubt I'll be looking for the stoppage myself. No doubt.
Yeah. Do you think you break him in there?
I think I'll stop him. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, because I mean, a lot of people look into the Rolly fights. I don't know what your opinion is, or the Tank fight. And I know you already prepare for the best version of Ryan Garcia. But do you think there's a way where you can question his heart, or people can question his heart because of the way that the Tank fights and the Rolly fights went?
Did he quit?
Do you think he's a quitter? I guess.
Did he quit? As a fighter, I can say he did.
Yeah.
With Rolly, did he go in his shell once he got clipped? You know, so he did. You know, and that's our DNA is just different. Our makeup's completely different. You know, I'm a guy swinging, and I'm a guy on my shield always. You know, I'll stand there and have it with you.
When you see him finish fights like that, does that give you confidence when you talk about yourself putting in 110%?
A couple people.
No, I mean, I just like I don't think about what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I just focus on being the best fighter I can be, making sure that I'm in the best nick when I go into the fight, and when I see an opportunity to knock him out, I'm gonna take it.
Yeah. Okay. And then the fun one for myself. Obviously, a lot of people sort of talking about yourself making 147 again. I guess from your camp. Yeah, the weight come off nicely.
It's hard. It's brutal. This is my last fight at 147.
Your last fight.
This is my last fight at 147. When I win the world title, I'll move on. But for me, yeah, I haven't made 147 for 4 years, so it's challenging. Don't get me wrong, it's really hard. You think I went up to 183 pounds for the Eubank fights, you know, so it's hard, but you know, we're getting it done.
Yeah. So after this fight, we'll be going up to 154 pounds then?
154, 160, 168.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, man. I might have to make a short on that one. That's crazy. That's what people got that from. That's why he said it's hard to make it. And you know, Tio was claiming the same thing when he fought Shakur. You know, fighters notoriously, when they claim that it's hard to make the weight, that performance don't be looking right. And he be chasing that money. We gonna say shout out to Mike Kirkland. I appreciate you holding down the super chat. He said, well said, Just, you just don't get here without putting in the work. That's why I respect him. He said he going to 60, 60, 68. He sound like he ready to get the hell away from, like, he that's why Eddie said he should have stayed up there after fighting at 60. That's why Eddie said that. He said he ain't gonna make it at 54. Yeah, man. He might fight. He might be. They know he might be able to find a soft spot at 60. Maybe. I'm with you, Mike. I think 60 might be the landing spot because 54 gonna be bad. There's gonna be a lot of smoke there, man. He said 60, 68. He like anything with 54. Anything with 54, man. Last thing I'm a bring up before we get out of here, y'all. Just the picture that I had seen, man. And we've heard the report like a couple months back, but we never got no real confirmation. And I seen Loma in the gym at the Top Rank gym. Looked like he was getting some work in. Looked like he was in shape, taking a picture with one of the young up and coming fighters. I think it was Juan Manuel Lopez's son, I think, or something like that. But I seen him in the Top Rank gym. He looked like he in shape. In shape for who is the question, man? Like, who is Loma going to end up fighting? Is he really coming back? Like, is there any way for anybody to get confirmation on this dude, right? Like, I want to know if he come back. He is, I think 38. It's crazy, Loma. 38, bro. I don't know. If he's going to come back, he better do it sooner than later because time is ticking. But I wonder, is he trying to get to that ZUFFA bag as well? I wonder how much is Loma trying to get to the ZUFFA bag. Named Suarez or something. I mean, I wouldn't be too crazy. I wouldn't trip because I know he's trying to get back. He's been off for a while, surgery, all that stuff. It's gonna take him a little bit to shake back, I would think. But who the hell is he gearing up to fight, if anybody? Right? Is Lomachenko? We gonna see a return from Lomachenko officially? Because since that little announcement, I mean, we ain't heard nothing. But you seen him pop up. He was giving Abdullah Mason the belt. He was at that function. He was in the Top Rank gym. He clearly looked like he was working out. Looked like his weight is in check. He looked like he could be coming back. I don't know. I get it. He's an older guy, but he still is going to be, I think, a Hall of Famer when it's all said and done. If he's going to come back, hopefully give us one more good fight before he do. If he does, you know what I mean? One more good one. Get you a tune-up fight, shake off the rust, see how you feel. If you still got it in you. Make one of those fights, man, because I think he fought Devin, but damn, you could have fought Tank or Shakur. You ain't give us neither one of them, Loma. So if he's coming back, I hope he's coming back to give us a fight that we want. I just hope that, right? You know what I'm saying? And I hope he truly motivated because it should be a good test, whoever it is. But man, I'm wishful thinking. I heard some ZUFFA news with Loma as well, but I don't know how solid that is. I can't validate it. Can't say if it's for sure. But it's the timing that they said he was making a return. It was after his Top Rank situation had, his contract ended with Top Rank, and then he popped back up on the scene. So I don't know if Loma is going I don't know if he really gonna pop back out and show ninjas, man. They've been saying it, they've been reporting it, but we just gotta see. You gotta see with Loma, man. I just don't know. So wait and see. But it's a couple of names I wouldn't mind seeing them in there with, even at 38. That's just me. That's just me. And something else I wanted to update y'all on too while we here. Everybody hit that like button if you haven't. Remember we was talking about this yesterday. This fight, Foster and Navarrete. The talks is Foster has agreed and signed his part. They waiting on Navarrete. They saying it still ain't done just yet. I hope this dude don't find a way up out of this fight. You might as well take it. It's a unification. You don't got a better opportunity at the weight class. If you don't fight O'Shaquie Foster, you're going to look crazy. You're going to look crazy. I feel like if dudes turn down or don't take title shots, unifications, they need to be stripped, man. Norman been out, Tank been out, come back for the fight of the year to start the year. Hey, man, whatchamacallit, man? I said it. That's why it wasn't a bad fight to discuss, because they both coming off inactivity. Both coming off some inactivity. It wouldn't be a bad fight. Merritt was good. Yeah, he went out a top fighter. That's the thing. Lomachenko, you've never seen Loma not show you he's still a top fighter in the boxing ring. He stopped Kambosos. He beat the hell out of Kambosos. But yeah, I just wanted to update y'all on this. Yeah, so they saying they're still waiting for Navarrete. I hope he ain't trying to find his way out the back door, man. I really don't. I hope not. But yeah, Loma weight was down. He looked like he in shape, taking pictures with the youngin. He back over here, like, right? Don't he live in the Ukraine? If he back at the Top Rank gym, gotta be for a reason, man. And I just hope we can get a solid update, man, on if he's actually gonna come back and what he looking to do. Because you see who in the back. I wouldn't mind seeing him fight who in the back. I wouldn't mind seeing it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, because he is a top fighter. And off the name alone, his name would be better than several guys that's available right now. So My question is, if Loma is actually coming back? If he is, when is he actually coming back? Because, like I said, he's still a top fighter, man. I mean, he left a top fighter. I don't know what he'll look like now, but if he coming back, it gotta be for a reason, though. You get me? Gotta be coming back to fight somebody. Gotta be. Damn it. There's Navarrete about to let us down with this Shock Foster fight.
It's on Navarrete now. Let's do it. I'm talking directly to him, and I'm talking to you. Let's do it, man. And let's see who king of 130. I feel like I'm the best. You feel like you the best. The people say you the best. People say I'm the best. Let's get in the ring and make it happen.
Just exactly why I like Shock. That's exactly why I like him and rock with him. He's straight to the point, straightforward. Look, hey, man, it's on you. I'm ready. They saying you the best. They saying I'm the best. Let's get in there and prove it. That's just that simple, man. Make the fights. I hope Shock get his opportunities because he deserve it. Hopefully Navarrete don't exit stage left or find a way out the back door. That's a fight that we need. Boxing need that one. It's a good fight. It's a really good fight. Different styles, contrasting styles. Good style matchup, too. I expect Shock to be able to box this dude, but I think Navarrete could create some moments for itself. But overall, I got Shock winning on points. I don't think he'll stop him, but I think I got him winning on points. Set in stone. Yeah. Nah, I thought so too. They threw the date out there, October 24th, but they said Emmanuel Navarrete say he still ain't signed his part. They waiting for him to sign on the dotted line, family. So hopefully that's what we get sooner than later, man. It'd be a blown opportunity if we don't get that. But I bet you if he don't take that fight, the outcry ain't gonna be nowhere near as loud as it'd be if it was somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
Aiming for 3.
Let's go, baby.
But I think for this one, I'm gonna stay till I become undisputed. I stay at 47?
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay all the way. I told Haney, me and him at the end, so that we could finally dispute the undisputed, not undisputed thing.
Well, so it's Rolly, Haney, Garcia,
and Liam Parr.
That's for you, Damon. He had a change of heart. T.O. said he told Haney it's gonna be him and Haney at the end for undisputed, fam. Good thing he had a change of heart, man. Hopefully that'll be an extra fight, because especially if he beat Rolly, he can't. Both of them better be willing to fight Haney. Whoever's not willing to fight Haney is who I don't want to win. For real. Like that. That's how I'm looking at that. Whoever not willing to take the next challenge is the guy I'm not rooting for. Rolly said he ain't gonna fight him. T.O. changing his tune. He's saying he will fight him. Cool, T.O. I guess we rooting for you because you said you and Haney at the end. I hope you stand and keep your word. I just don't think he's gonna be able to do nothing with Haney. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to everybody, man. Another dope build in the books. Hit the like button for sure. Like my guy Radio said. Yeah, T.O. about time. Yeah, it's about time he changed his tune. Might have a shot at it. I want to see how that fighter look, Mike. I ain't gonna lie. I do. They got a common opponent, and I know people say styles make fights, right? But the Loma fight looked different for T.O. It looked tougher for Devin. But you know the styles make fights. So the whole stigma is that T.O. struggles with boxers. Is he gonna struggle with a pure boxer like Devin? Right? I think he can have a ton of trouble, but Devin does make mistakes. He does allow guys some success. So let's see if T.O. can capitalize on any potential mistakes. This is a slightly different version of Devin Haney now. This is T.O. after that ass whooping from Shakur. Is he motivated? Is he going to be a better version? Is he going to look better at 147? Those are the questions that I got that we don't really have an answer to, but we're going to find out come fight night, because he is in there with an interesting opponent in Rolly, who's coming off his best win over Ryan Garcia. So there's some stuff going on. Ryan coming off his best win over Barrios. Conor been struggling to make 147. It's gonna be interesting, y'all. But shout out to everybody in the building. I appreciate all the love, man. We just gonna keep building. We're gonna be back tomorrow. to close out the week, man. Hit the like button on the way out. Enjoy the rest of this good Thursday, and I'll see y'all Friday afternoon. Peace.
Representing Brick City, Shakur!
Finding those levels, too. Look at that four-punch combination.
It's a masterclass right now from Shakur Stevenson. That's what you're seeing. A masterclass. And Shakur meeting them with straight left hand.
Oh, and there's a knockdown scored with the left hand.
Right now, we're going to give him his just due. Shout out to my brother Just Due.